The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, talk to State Farm agent Michael Lebron in Minot today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and there's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and there's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day. Well, we come blasting into the region title night. Welcome into the PSP Network's presentation of the Region 6 Championship night here on the PSP Network. There's 2 teams with their state tournament hopes still alive here on a Friday night from the MSU Dome in the Magic City. Welcome into our Shields pregame show for North Dakota High School basketball tonight at the Region 6 Championship night. First up, however, is the pregame show for the third place matchup that features the Mulhall Lansford Sherwood Mavericks and the Rugby Panthers. Nick Holbrook alongside of Lane Fleur for the Shields pregame show here tonight. Shields of Minot offering everything you need from sporting goods to fashion, you name it. Shields of Minot brings you the pregame show here tonight. Shields, proud supporter of high school athletics on the PSP Network. Well, did I blow your eardrums out? I certainly didn't mean to. We do come blasting into the third place matchup of the title night here on the PSP Network. Let's start with this one here tonight. Third place games are never fun to play in, but you look at a matchup here between rugby and MLS from the coaching standpoint, from the fan standpoint, the admin standpoint, all across the board. What does third place mean, and how important is this game here tonight for these basketball teams?
I think it's just another opportunity for these, probably more importantly, the seniors to get one more game in, to get to know when they're done. So they know tonight that when they take off that jersey for the last time, it will be the last time they take a rugby jersey off or a MLS jersey. On the coaches' side, I look for it to be a lot more laid back, a little bit more fun. I'm guessing we're going to see probably some different shots than we normally would see in a typical game. And then for the fan side, it probably won't be the atmosphere that the championship game will be, but these fans will be, especially the parents, will be into the game to root on their kids one more time.
Once again, it's our Shields pregame show here tonight. Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions, from fishing to fashion. Shop sporting goods, clothing, hunting, and fishing gear, so much more at Shields of Minot. They can be found online as well at shields.com. Let's look at the first matchup of the night here tonight. It's the Panthers from rugby at 12 and 10. The Mavericks from MLS at 12 and 11. A matchup of two basketball teams that look to end their seasons and their 2022 campaigns on a high note here tonight. Are there any kids in this matchup that really stand off the paper for you tonight as ones to watch for here? Obviously, Unland's been good in the tournament. Riley Morlock's been good in the tournament as well. Or how about Eric Foster for rugby really has kind of shined as well?
Yeah, but I think those three will be the ones that will be the difference makers here in this game. But I also look for, like we talked a little bit there when we came on, the seniors that are playing in their last game. I look for them to get a few more shots up than they maybe do. You look at on the rugby side, you're going to have, where are we at here? The Kuntz kid, the Vetch kid, those type of kids there, they'll probably get their shots up a little bit more. And then on the other side, you got Unland, who will be playing his last high school basketball game. Steele Olson playing his last high school basketball, and Joe Savico. So I would say those three will probably they'll shoot when they want to shoot tonight, and they'll just have fun. And both these coaches, I know we'll have both teams playing extremely hard. With the coaching tree stuff, we all, as coaches, we all have our own coaching tree. Brian Olson comes from Mike Santer's coaching tree. He was assistant for him for a long time, so I know they're very close friends. So there's going to be a little bit of an inner rivalry just between those two for bragging rights in this game.
Anytime you play, you want to win and you want to go out on a high note. And rivalries are always good, especially inside of region number 6. This is an 11 versus 12 matchup. MLS from region number 6, district 12. Of course, here at the region 6 tournament, rugby from district number 11. Nick Holbrook and Lane Fleur on the call here tonight to the PSP Network. We want to thank our premier partners that bring you tournament coverage on the PSP Network. That's Michael Broad, State Farm Insurance Agency, Ackerman Esfold, Swenson RV and Marine of Minot and Bismarck, home to Tracker Boats, and of course our friends at Buffalo Wild Wings in Bismarck. They bring you the matchup here tonight as well. Update from the State A tournament. The Minot High Majets punched their ticket into the state championship. First time in a while for the Majets. Doing great things in girls high school basketball here in 21-22. Congratulations to Jason Schwartz and that group. We'll have an update for you on how the Magi boys are doing here tonight. They play in the state semifinals tonight as well. I don't think there's a better time of the year. I'm a big hockey guy, but high school basketball time in North Dakota, is there anything that tops this?
No, this is what this is our big tournaments, and whether it's the Class B, Class A. This is what most of the schools get behind. Basketball has been around for a long time, so everybody in the stands knows everything about basketball. But I do want to go to the Majets. Tomorrow they get to play Century, and I believe that today was 50 or 51 in a row that they won, but the slogan back in the day was "Why not Minot?" Why not Minot be the one that slays the dragon there in the Class A girls basketball? And they're extremely, extremely, extremely young there, so they're going to be fun to watch for years to come. But no excuse tomorrow night. They're going to try to win it all.
I got to tell you, freezing is the reason. Freezing's the reason,
Yep.
like they say. My goodness, I went from the hockey rink today for state girls 15U hockey over to the Dome today. I think I froze all the way over here. I was like a Klondike bar coming in here tonight.
Yeah, that wind's nasty, but hey, next forecast 7 days, we're supposed to be over 30 every day, so.
I can't even wait for the next 7 days.
Yes.
Looking forward to it. It should be good. MLS is in blue tonight. It's rugby in white. Nick Holberg and Lane Fleur on the PSP Network. We put a cap on our Shields pregame show tonight. We're underway from the Region 6 third place matchup tonight at the MSU Dome, home to the MSU Beavers. Off the opening tip, it's controlled by rugby. Basketball goes on a bounce on MLS. And it's going to be the Mavericks that will play defense now as rugby gets the ball back. Any major keys to this one for either team here tonight?
One, I think, is to have fun. I think that will be the biggest key. But to get the win tonight, I think for rugby, they started all seniors. Started a completely different group than they normally do that's out there. Looking at the MLS side, pretty much all seniors and then Morlock out there right now. So I think Coach Sancher, Coach Olson, they get what this game's about. But to try to get a win here, rugby is they have the size advantage down low. And, they're a little bit bulkier type down there. And then for the MLS Mavericks, I really want to see Morlock get going early. I felt like in the first half yesterday, he didn't shoot the ball as much as I guess I would have liked him to shoot the ball just because, he had such a great game that first game. But I look for him to get going early today. And then also, Unland's been their leading scorer all year long. I look for him to have one last big one here tonight.
2 points came from the charity stripe from DeMont Gidney, and now it's the Mavericks on the other side of the floor. Shot was missed. Unland's got it underneath the rack. He's doubled up down there, puts it off the glass and in. And Jacob Unland's got his first points in the ball game here tonight. The 6'4" senior, like you just mentioned, getting the motor turning early. Panthers with the basketball underneath the rack. They work it over to the far side. DeMont Gidney again up top, worked it to Vetch. He's going to slow it up a bit, 20 on the shot clock, 6:45 to play in the first quarter of basketball. 2-2 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Into the paint they go. Defense was there. The ball's taken here by the Panthers. They work it back around the perimeter. Comes back away now to DeMont Gidney. Back over to the near side for Shep. Here's the shot that's off the mark. No good. Board pulled out here, and we go back the other way for the Mavericks. You'd be amazed at the number of people that contacted me either last night or today to let me know that Dave Unland did not play for MLS and that he played for Glenburn. It was like getting slapped around on my phone here this morning.
I had one within 30 seconds after you said it.
Dave, we miss you. Hope you're doing well. He lives up at MLS now, or in Lansford. Neighbors with a handful of these Mavericks that are on the floor here tonight. Here's a shot coming from three-land that's off the mark, no good. That one from Steele Olson with the ball pulled out by the Panthers. They go back the other way after DeMont Gidney had it. He gets it back up top here. He'll stop and pop for three, front of the rim. Board pulled down, Steele Olson, and the run and gun is on. Comes up to Gannon Hall. Off the window, he's fouled.
MLS, they're trying to run, getting the ball out in transition here. Rugby's still going with that whole senior class there. I love that from Coach Sancher there. I think that's a class act move. To get those seniors their last start, to let them play, to start the game here and see what happens here. I'm guessing it'll probably be about the 3 or 4 minute mark where they'll sub in their normal starters, and it'll be more of a typical game in that aspect. But I think it's a very classy move there by Coach Sancher.
Agreed. Gannon Hall 1 for 2 from the line. He's got the ball back here. Foul, by the way, was charged to Will Kuntz. His first personal. That's the first team foul of the Panthers underneath. Miss on the shot from Morlock. He gets his own board, puts it up, count it. He's got himself his first 2 points and a trip to the free throw line.
Yeah, you can see there he's kind of smiling to himself. He missed an easy bunny there right away. But sometimes missing the easy bunny, if you can get that board, you can get another one plus one. And, it's going to the line here for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Riley Morlock had 28 points in the quarterfinals of the region tournament. He's got himself 3 points here in the third-place matchup as he hits the one from the line. And it's a 4-point lead here for the Mavericks. Ball's handled by the Panthers underneath the rack. That one's right on the end line. Mike Anderson right there, the official crew here tonight. Mike Anderson, you want to help me with the other two that are down there?
Mike, Brent Engelbretson, and then Mike Holtz is in there today. Brendan Weber was not able to make it today.
Got to tell you, we certainly are fortunate here in Region 6 in the Minot area to have some of the best in the business that wear the zebra outfits. Big thanks to all those gentlemen that officiate these basketball games. Here's Unlin to the near side, sent it back to Joe Samacool. He's bumped into, and then he sends it up top on the top of the key, but it's taken away by the Panthers, and it's Eric Foster down. How about that razzle-dazzle? Puts it up and in, and Eric Foster's got his first points of the ball game.
Yeah, beautiful hesitation move there. It was about the 5-minute mark, so 3 minutes into the game. Coach Sanger went to his normal starters, and now you could feel the tempo kind of pick up a little bit.
2-point lead on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard here for the Mavericks. Panthers with the basketball. How much emphasis do you put on this for the next season, just to even flip through that Hoopster magazine that comes out each and every year and just see that you finished third in the region? Do you put much on that?
No, this game, you just never know what you're going to get. I've seen some games where it just turns into a three-point contest. You see some games where they're just trying to run. You see some games where they don't play a lot of the normal guys. Sometimes some guys are beat up a little bit. So they don't play a ton, but it, I don't think there's much difference. I think you look at being at regionals rather than getting third and fourth.
Such a trek to even get into that region tournament coming through the district. Foul was charged on Riley Morlock. That's his first personal. Second team foul of the Mavericks, and it's the Panthers with the ball, but it's taken away, and Morlock's got it here. See if we can get a full update from Lane at the break on who's going to the state meet tournament. Region 6 and 8 to be decided. Everybody else has already figured out from the regions who's going. That shot's off the mark. That was due to Mother Nature earlier on this week. Any disadvantage or advantage to that, do you think, Lane?
Well, I don't know. It just kind of messes up with everybody's schedule and how they normally do this. And now instead of finding out today, we'll find out. I guess I have not seen if they're doing it later tonight or tomorrow during the Class A game, so I guess I do not know that. But, it just takes a little bit out of it. They're waiting, especially with Powers Lake. If Powers Lake wins, they will be ranked 1 through 5. If Powers Lake loses, I don't think Stanley will be ranked. So it will mess up the rankings a little bit. Our game, I think, depending on the Powers Lake, if Bishop Ryan wins, they probably will end up to 4 or 5. If Powers Lake makes it, I'm guessing Region 6 is an at-large team where they're drawn in rather than placed in.
Kellen Henry hit a 3. Morlock's got it back. Up off the window. That one's going to be pulled out here by the Panthers, and we go the other way. You want to break that down for us even another step further for the people at home that don't know how those 8 are seated at the tournament?
Yep. So they rank them 1 through 5. The top 5 teams there, the coaches will rank them at the state tournament team. So right now that we can't even vote yet because we don't know 2 of the teams yet. So there'll be 8 votes. They will rank them 1 through 5. Or you'll rank them through order 1 through 8. And then your top 5 get seeded. Then 1 would play an at-large team, number 2 would play an at-large team, number 3 would play an at-large team, and then 4 and 5 would play each other. They went to that because a lot of times it was predetermined what regions were playing each other, and at times the championship game, so to say, was that first round game, and they wanted to try to eliminate that a little bit. It's been pretty good. The rankings have been pretty good. The last couple of years, and I don't see it going away. There is some push to rank all 8 and go that route, but No, right now, so it'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. That Region 8 one's a big one for rankings. You know, Powers Lake's undefeated right now. They're going to probably end up, if they win, 3, 4, or 5. And like I said, if Stanley wins tonight, I don't think they'll be ranked. And, you know, it depends on if Velva wins. I don't think Velva will be ranked. If Bishop Ryan wins, it's going to depend on that Powers Lake game.
Interesting how it all falls into place. 3-point lead in this one. Third place up for grabs. This one won't determine anything at the state tournament. Ball shot up and missed from Unlin. Board pulled down by the Panthers, and we go back for Ripplinger, who's got it here. He works it back up to the top of the key where it came across from Sullivan. Worked inside. This one underneath the rack. Little step through move, and the points are up and in. Eric Foster has a quick 6 points in the first quarter of basketball here tonight. Unlin, other end of the floor, put it up. Sorry, make that Jokefist that put it up. Yep. He was fouled on the play. I need to grab my notes. I had that name written down last night. Jokefist, I believe it is.
I was going to let you say it so I didn't mess it up.
First one's up and through the hoop for Jokefist. Second opportunity coming here for the 6'3" junior. And he gets that one to fall.
You know, going back to the rankings there, I think 1 and 2 is pretty automatic. It's going to be Kindred and 4 wins, you know, whichever way they go there. And then it'll be, depending on Powers Lake, they'll be in the mix for 3. Lemoore will be in the mix for number 3. And then 4 or 5 will be anywhere from Shiloh, Lemoore, Powers Lake, and then Bishop Ryan maybe sneaking in there.
Schneibel scores the points there.
Grafton might also sneak into that 5 spot. It'll be interesting to see. You know, we had some late wins against some quality teams. It's going to determine on what the coaches deem to be more important, late wins or early wins. And or cross bracket, he beat him, then they went and beat them, and if they go by point differential, it would just be interesting to see. A lot of times it's voted on your area, so it will be really interesting there. Other than 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5 could be any combination of a bunch of teams, and then we'll go from there. I don't think Bowman will be ranked, and like I said, it depends on Powers Lake whether or not our region's ranked, and then we'll see who gets that 5th seed, who the other one is.
Running gun here from the Panthers. That ball's out of bounds. 11-10 the score. 22 seconds remains here in the fourth quarter, and it's the Mavericks on top. Across the board, Region 6 out of the 8 regions, are they middle of the pack? Are they the bottom of the barrel? They're not at the top currently.
No, I think we could be competitive down there. Jokefist there with the transition layup. I think we can be very competitive. I would say we're in the middle of the pack. Anybody can beat anyone down there. That's why they play the games, and that's why it's so crazy with that Class B.
Blazes nails one for 3 at the end of that first quarter of basketball. There's a big one. We've got ourselves a tie ball game, 13-13. Here on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Farmer's Choice Seed Company brings you the ball game tonight for all your high-yielding Golden Harvest soybeans and corn sales with locations in Fort Farr, McCluskey, and Donnybrook. Bring you the ball game tonight along with all these fine sponsors here on the PSP Network. We're through 1 quarter of play. We haven't really gained any ground. We're tied at 13 on the PSP Network.
Find the full lineup at Swenson RV and Marine in Monaghan, Bismarck, or online, swensonrv.com.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and burgers. There's more where this came from, to the greatest of all time.
We move to quarter number 2 on the PSP Network. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard has 13s on the board. We've got ourselves a ball game here tonight for third place inside of Region 6. If you're just joining us, Nick Holberg and Lane Fleur are the call on the PSP Network, as this will close on our video broadcast portion of the Class B basketball season. Of course, next week we'll have the State B tournament from the MSU Dome right here in the Magic City. Scott Cattell, Scott Woodmansey, Todd Domrys, and myself will bring you the action of the State B next week. That will be a fun time. It always is here at the Dome. Ball sent inside. That one off Eric Foster and out of bounds. It will be the Mavericks basketball. They'll bring it back underneath their own rack. Your thoughts so far in this ball game? We're through one quarter of play. We're tied at 13. It's been an up and down affair so far here tonight.
Yeah, they're rotating a lot of guys, so it's hard to get into a rhythm. But they look like they're having fun. They're loose. There shouldn't be any nerves out there. You can see both coaches are starting to get a little bit more normal, where they're you can hear them yelling a little bit more. Though competitive natures will come into play here, but just with rotating so much, it's tough to get into a rhythm. But it's a fun game, and that's what we're going to try to do. I think Foster's playing it really well for we're out of bounds there. Foster's playing really well for the Panthers, and then on the other side, they've made a lot of free throws. They're 4, 6, 7. They're 6 for 7 from the free throw line, so shooting extremely well there. But once again, not a lot of pressure in today's game.
Foster's got 6, 3 for DeBlazes, 2 for DeMont Gidney, 2 for Schneibel. That's the scoring for the Panthers. On the other side, 1 point for Gannon Hall, a 3-pointer for Kellen Henry, 4 points for Shokvist. Got a 2-pointer for Jake Gunland, and 3 points for Riley Morlock. He hit one of those from the free throw line. Ball's taken here by the Mavericks. They go back up to center court with it, taken and work to the near side. Around it comes now. Mavericks with possession underneath. This one goes up to Shokvist, up off the window. And Cordell Shokvist leads the Mavericks right now. He's got 6 points in the ballgame. 2-point lead on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard for the Mavericks as well, who come into today's matchup at 12-11 inside of the 21-22 campaign. It's going to be a foul charged inside. Mike Anderson had the call.
Yeah, Jackson Rose there is trying to tell him he was shooting the basketball, but he wasn't. He was passing it there. It's a good call there by Mike Anderson.
Shokvist charged with his first personal. 15 foul. Here come the Mavericks back up to half court. Down to the offensive side of the floor. Savakul from downtown misses that one. Board pulled down by the Panthers. We're going to have a jump basketball as the crowd continues to fill in. This is a better crowd for this game than we had for, it seemed like, the semifinals the other night. Is that a fair assessment of what we've called average, maybe?
Especially the last game. The weather played a big factor in there. We left here and, both were MLS and, well, I guess Ryan didn't have to travel, but MLS was no travel advised. Rugby was no travel advised. So, a lot of them got out of here early, so it was pretty empty. A lot of student sections weren't filled because, as a parent, why would you want your kid driving through that kind of weather? So, I look for tonight to be a lot more full. Tonight we'll probably get more of that Minot crowd a little bit just because, one, Bishop Ryan's playing in it, but two, good basketball is going to be played, and punching the ticket to the state tournament here next week is a big deal. Doesn't matter if you're from wherever. If you're a basketball fan, they'll be here tonight.
Worked outside by the Panthers. Around the arc they go with it. Up top, it's going to be taken here by Hildebrand. Hildebrand guarded heavily there. It's taken inside from Jackson Rose. Turned over. Mavericks back with the basketball, and they bring it back away over the Beaverhead logo right here at half court. Side of the hoop. The shot comes up. It's in. Gannon Hall scores his first field goal of the ball game. And got him for 3 points now in the contest, and it's a 4-point lead for the Mavericks. Big thanks again to all those fine sponsors bringing you tournament coverage on the PSP Network. Stevens Grain Cleaning and Seed Sales of Glenburn, Bros Funeral Home of Bull Hall, Flower Central of Minot, Stevens Welding and Machine of Glenburn, Also want to thank our friends at Farmers Choice Seed Company for all your high-yielding golden harvest soybeans and corn sales with locations at Fore Farm, McCluskey, and Donnybrook. Underneath the rack, that shot came up, and Ryan Morlock was there. He missed on the opportunity.
Yeah, missed a little bunny there. He was just rushed a little bit. I can't remember who it was flying in there to try to contest that, but just tried to get it up there a little too quick. Rugby making a hockey line change there, getting 4 out of the 5 out. Right now on the Maverick side, they've played 8 so far, so you see a little bit more people being played in the game.
4 minutes and 14 seconds away from our Premier Chiropractic intermission report. I don't know if he called kiss or not, but Will Kuntz, the 5'9" senior, nets that one for a 2-pointer.
Oh, Tim Duncan style there, kiss off the glass from 16 feet. Unland with a nice spin move in the lane and going up for 2. That's his 4th point of the game.
Panthers with possession off the window again. That attempt came from Schneibel, no good, wide open. Savacool's at the other end of the floor. He's going to put this one up and in, and Savacool lays that one up. We go back the other way down for the Panthers, and they've got it back over on the far wing. Shot for 3 coming. That one off the mark from Will Kuntz. Taken here by the Mavericks, and they're going to work it back up over the timeline. Savacool's got it again. Worked outside the arc, comes away down to Steele Olsen. Olsen dribbles up top. Ball's handled here over on the far wing. Olsen has it again. Now Savacool, turn around, little step back jump shot. That's pure nothing but net.
Oh, a nice shot there, fade away. Joe Savacool, I guarantee it, he's already got his mitt and ball ready here. He's one of the best pitchers in the state. He's helped Renville County in the last 2 years make it to that state tournament. He's been on the mound. This year he'll be looked to be the ace for the Mavericks. Watching him on Twitter, he's trying to get his fastball to that high 80s. And he's going to be a fun one to watch.
It's a little bit of a burger, isn't it?
Yep.
2.5 to play here. Here's a shot that came in. That one's dropped in by Leighton Devon Gidney. That's a 2-pointer. He's got 4 in the ball game. We've got a timeout on the floor. 2:34 remains here in our first half of basketball. 23-19. Mavericks are on top.
Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
The MSU Dome, high on top of Monarch's North Hill, prime time venue for prime time basketball here tonight inside of Region 6. It's the Region 6 third place matchup here tonight to the Region 6 championship coming up next on the PSP Network. Nick Holberg and Lane Fleur on the call. We'll have the call of the title matchup tonight as well, where the Aggies from Velva, boy are they a hard hat and lunch pail type of group, take on the Bishop Ryan Lions. 3 attempt off the mark. Board's going to be pulled out by the Panthers, and Logan Harner brings it to the offensive side of the floor. Harner's got an open look at it. Oh, he missed the bunny rebound, missed another one. That one batted around. Taken back away here by the Panthers. Open look from Three-Land. Vetch from downtown. That's a way to enter the score sheet.
Yep, no, he had a great first game there when he scored 8 in that first quarter. He only averages, I believe he's around the 6 mark. He had 8 in that first quarter. He's had a good tournament here. It's good for him to get one more 3 at least in his career here as he finishes his career tonight.
Unland underneath. Tried for the reversal underneath the rack. He's stuffed on the play as Brody Schneibel said, I don't think so. 91 seconds to play here in the first half. Big thanks to our friends at Jersey Mike's. They bring you the player of the week each and every week on the PSP Network. Jersey Mike subs are a sub above. Shot came there from Schneibel, and Schneibel's going to be fouled in the act. That's going to send him to the charity stripe. Got ourselves a 1-point ball game here in this one. It's going to come down to the wire, it seems. Unland's going to be charged with his first personal. That is the 7th team foul. Rugby's now in the bonus situation here and at the free throw line. Brody Schneibel looking for his 3rd point to the ball game.
Can we get a trainer to the floor, please, from Trinity Sports Medicine? Thank you, by the way, Trinity Sports Medicine.
Get a trainer to the floor for Trinity Sports Medicine, they say.
I think it's blood.
Well, we've got some blood on the floor. So with 80 seconds to play here in the first half, we'll have a quick break on the PSP Network. Timeout on the floor. We'll do the same thing. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard has a 1-point lead for the Mavericks at 23-22.
Find the full lineup at Swenson RV and Marine in Minot and Bismarck or online, SwensonRV.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, talk to State Farm agent Michael Lebron in Minot today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Still 23-22. Now we're tied after Brody Schneibel goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. So we approach the final minute of our first half of basketball in the 3rd place matchup tonight of the Region 6 tournament. Tournament matchup brought to you by our friends at Clean Tech, 24/7 disaster response and restoration services at Clean Tech. Find them online, cleantechllc.us. Clean Tech coming to the rescue since 1992. Up top, it's worked around by Savakul. Goes over to Unland. Student section for rugby is at volume right now. It's worked back up top. 3 attempt coming. Henry from downtown. And Kellen Henry's got himself a pair of 3-pointers here tonight. The lead back to 3. Shot at the side of the rack. That one from Blazes. That one's going to be knocked down, and he's fouled. Unland's going to be charged with his 2nd personal.
Yeah, that was a good find there. He was this on the opposite block there. Nice high pass in there. Pump faked, and then Unland fouled him there. Misses the first one. You know, being up here on the 3rd floor, they all look flat, but that one really looked flat coming in there.
Yes, it sure did.
That was a little bit better.
0 for 2 from the free throw line for Blazes there. 6'5" junior. Shot clock and game clock off by about 2 seconds. Savakul's got the ball off to Unland. Unland brings it right back on top of the eye of the Beaverhead at the hardwood floor here at the MSU Dome. Unland up top, works it around the perimeter again for Gannon Hall. Shot clock's down to 9, game clock's at 11 as they work it back inside. Up top, Savakul, little dribble drive, kicks it back out, corner. This is a heat check. Off the mark there, and the attempt coming from Kellen Henry. And we are through our first half of basketball here as we reach the Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. PremierChiropracticND.com, focused on improving the overall health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Find them online, PremierChiropracticND.com, our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. We've reached the break. 3-point lead for the Mavericks on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Lane and I will break down the first half of basketball when we return to the Dome.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
I'm Lorelai McIver. I'm a senior at Glenburn High School, and I'm going to Minot State. I'm super excited. Glenburn's very familiar with Minot. We've always been connected with Minot State. Knowing that they are doing a Hometown Pride Scholarship was just kind of nice because then it's very inclusive. They're all so welcoming and so nice. It's refreshing. In the end, it just feels like home.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, talk to State Farm agent Michael Lebron in Minot today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above. The right way to top...
Find the full lineup at Swenson RV and Marine in Minot and Bismarck or online, swensonrv.com.
We've reached halftime in the third place matchup of the Region 6 tournament here tonight. Halftime report brought to you by our friends at Premier Chiropractic. Our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. Premier Chiropractic ND.com. Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Kirk Mason, and Dr. Becky Perry Domries can be found at Premier Chiropractic here in the Magic City. They're focused on improving the overall health of Minot and the surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Nick Holmberg alongside of Lane Fleur for the call here on the PSP Network as we get geared up and ready for Velva taking on the Bishop Ryan Lions tonight for the region championship. But this one is a good one for third place tonight, where the Mavericks lead the Panthers by 3, 26-23. Lane, any big takeaways in that first half of basketball for you tonight?
No, it's just tough to get going. They're rotating a lot, but the second quarter it really picked up a little bit more. The tempo picked up a little bit, but it's good to see some of the seniors. You see some different kids shooting the ball a little bit more. I know he's not a senior, but you look at the Mavericks. Kellen Henry has shot the ball quite a bit, in which he hasn't been shooting the ball pretty much all season long like that. So that's good to see some of them, and then on the senior side, I really like what Mike Sancher did, starting as all seniors, getting them on the floor, understanding what this game's about. But at the same time, the pride factor you're going to kick in, the competitive nature is going to kick in. You're going to want to win this game just to win it. And like I said, I know Coach Olson and Coach Sancher, are really good friends. A little bit of bragging rights going into the off season wouldn't hurt either one of them, I'm guessing.
They might have a golf game or two bet on range fees here this afternoon.
Yep.
Of course, sports betting not allowed at the high school
Yes,
level,
yep.
but just a friendly
Friendly
comment there.
Yep.
Time for our first half numbers. They're brought to you by our friends at Prestwich Orthodontics. Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free consultations and financing options to make it easy to take your smile to the next level. Find them online, monitbraces.com, or call 852-2646. Get started today with your free virtual consultation. Prestwich Orthodontics brings you a look at the numbers in the first half. The Mavericks lead 26-23, and it's the Panthers in this game that trail, and they're led by Eric Foster, who's got 6, 3 for Schneibel, 3 for DePlazes, 5 points for DeMont Gindney, 3 points for Will Kuntz, and 3 for Corey Vetch. The Mavericks are led in scoring in the first half of basketball by Cordell Shopfis. He's got 6. So does Kellen Henry with a pair of 3-pointers. 3 for Gannon Hall, 2 for Joe Savacool, 4 for Jacob Butland, and 3 for Riley Morlock. That's how you get to 26-23 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Kids are having fun here tonight at the MSU Dome. Panthers fans participating in the old Cotton Eye Joe here tonight. About a minute and 25 seconds away from the start of our second half of basketball. We'll come back and inbound the ball. The Mavericks lead by 3 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard.
What we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Life is all about moments. Big moments, small moments, and those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
Well, there you get a good look at Jeff Brose and Steve Pinot, who volunteered their time here at the Region 6 tournament, the District 12 tournament for boys and girls as well. Mr. Pinot on the left in the red tie, Mr. Brose in the tie on the right. Those guys really do a great job with this, don't they? The more and more that you hear Mr. Pinot on the mic, the more and more he becomes legendary for Region 6.
Oh, absolutely. It's just not Region 6, District 12. He does all the districts. He does the regionals here. And I'm guessing he's probably going to be on the mic a little bit for that state tournament next week.
Great job to those guys. Fantastic work. So many people deserve so much credit for high school sports and what they make happen across the board. Those two gentlemen certainly involved and definitely deserving of some credit here. How about Bill Corsley being honored last night? That was pretty awesome as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know, Uncle Milt, he does a little bit of everything around here, and you know, it's good to see him get honored in front of the Region 6 crowd.
Savacool's got the basketball. He's going to throw it back up right to half court. It's going to roll on the ground. It's going to go out of bounds on who? Mike Anderson waiting for his partner to come over and make the call here. They get together and they decide that it will be rugby basketball with 7:21 to play here in the third quarter with a 3-point advantage for the Mavericks at 26-23.
That's good officiating there. Instead of guessing, you know, he marked it out of bounds, but then he's like, Brent, I need help. I didn't see it. Brent came in. They got the call right. That's just good officiating. Big block there by Unland. That ball was out of his hand by 2 feet, and he went up and get it. It's just a long, lengthy, athletic kid.
Foster delivered to the free throw line where it came into the hands of Corey Vench, and Vench has his first 2 points in the second half, and we open the scoring in the second with the 2-pointer from the Panthers and Vench, and now it's 26-25.
Yeah, rugby starting their normal starters there this second half. You know, we got Foster and Schneibel in there with Shep.
Jump shots off the mark. Board pulled down. Here come the Mavericks again at Hall. Thrown over to the far sidelines. That one goes right off for Brian Olson here. Year number 4. He didn't even move. He was like
he just
stone
took
cold
that.
stunner over there.
He just took that. I liked watching Mike Holtz there. He was kind of in no man's land. I got Foster running at me. I got Olson. I'm just going to stop. And hopefully I don't get hit here. And he snuck out of there freely.
Kind of like when you get caught out in the pasture and the bull starts walking your way. Just pretend like he can't see you. That's probably not the way to do that, by the way.
Yep.
So all you kids out there, better get on your horse and run. Here's a jump shot. Nothing but net. Downtown for Jacob Budlin. 7 for him in the ball game.
You know, a lot of these seniors, they understand it's their last 16 minutes of their high school career here. So look to have a little bit of fun, but also to be competitive, because I don't care who you are, winning's a lot more fun than losing. And you know, their competitive nature is going to come out. And anytime you can get a win in high school, it's fun.
One of the best quotes in sports that I always think about. Doesn't matter if you win or lose, guaranteed the guy that made that up is the one that took second place.
Yes. Yep. You know, a lot can say, you know, sports, you get a lot of lessons from both winning and losing. You get a lot from it, but truth of the matter is it's just more fun to win. And, you know, every one of these boys out there want to win. Every one of them last night were crushed when they didn't win that game. And, you know, their dreams of playing in the state tournament were gone. But, you know, this is a good character game. You know, rebound here. Life's not always easy. So they come back here, battle it out, and, you know, make their schools proud one last time.
Savacool's got 2 more points. Kick back outside. This is a 3 attempt coming. That one was pure. Corey Vench from downtown has his second 3-pointer of the ball game. And Vench now has 8 points of the contest. And the lead cut back to 2, 31-29. MLS on top. Ball's worked inside, down to the line, worked back over to Unland. He's got a little dribble drive, a turnaround, trying to make step through move, and the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be taken back here by the Panthers as that one went out of bounds. Mountain High taking on West Fargo Cheyenne tonight in the state semifinals. That's a matchup that the Magi are hoping to take care of here tonight to get back to the state championship. They beat Fargo North last year and Fargo Davies before they had to settle for second when they lost to West Fargo, the Packers. They took care of Fargo North this year last night at the state tournament. And now they've got West Fargo Cheyenne trying to see if they can match the girls and end up in the state championship game tomorrow at the event center down in Bismarck.
You know, a fun fact that I guess I would like to know, you know, it's been a long time since the girls have been in the state championship game. Has Minot High been in the state championship in both in the same year? So if anybody listening there, if you got that information, that'd be a cool stat to throw out there.
Minot High's got the most state championships of any team or program inside of North Dakota Class A high school basketball. They have 19. They also have the most appearances with well over 70 at the state championships and at the tournament. Can they add another one this year? And at that time, with that many runs at the big dance, you'd think that there's probably an opportunity that maybe they did. However, that girls program for Minot High certainly nowhere near as powerful as the boys program has been on the hardwood.
Yet, right now the girls are extremely young. It should be a lot of fun to watch here going forward.
Savakul kicks it out to the corner. Steele Olsen. No good from behind the arc, and the board pulled down here by the Panthers. They'll run a gun with it, and it's Eric Foster down to the corner. Foster gets it back up top. Around the umbrella they go. Here's another 3 attempt coming. That one off the mark again from the attempt on the far sidelines, and that was Corey Vench. Maybe a little bit of a heat check coming from Vench there. Worked inside. Morlock, turnaround, jump shot, count it. 5 for Morlock, and he's fouled on the play, so he's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play attempt as Devon Gidney fouled him for his first personal second team foul in the second half here for the Rugby Panthers.
He's a player I'm excited to watch here going forward. He's just so smooth, and he's kind of a sneaky athletic, but I really like watching his shot. His shot is smooth. There's no hitch in it. He's always balanced, and he's becoming a great finisher around the rim.
Savakul up top. Worked it back over to the far side where Kellen Henry's got it. Comes back to Schulkvist. Now it's going to be taken by Savakul. Spin move, looks for an outlet, finds it. 3 attempt coming, Morlock. That one rattled in, then out. Ball's taken by the Panthers, and they run the floor with Foster. Down low it came for Sullivan. Sullivan charged with the offensive foul.
Yep. That's a good call there by Brent. He was in legal guarding position. What legal guarding position means, I got both feet on my ground, okay, and I'm either established, got my chest to you. I can move backwards, I can move obliquely. If you ask me what obliquely means, I'm not going to give you the very good definition of it, but great job there. He lowered his shoulder, went right through the chest. He went through the defender. Easy call there by the veteran official and Brett Engelbretson.
Savakul up top, works it around Odlin. Certainly have some years of experience on the floor of the Zebra outfits here tonight. That one counts. Schulkvist scores, and he's fouled. And Schulkvist is going to have 8 points now in the ball game. And the 6'3" junior for the Mavericks doing his part here tonight, trying to lock in a third-place finish at the region tournament.
Yeah, going back to a lot of experience there. Mike Anderson, Brent have been doing it for a long time here. Mike's relatively new to the reffing ranks here in Minot, but obviously being the Minot State head basketball coach for all those years. Then he moved on to Surrey, being the head boys coach there, and getting to ref with Mike. You could talk about any game anywhere played, and he can tell you every play that's happened in it. He watches more basketball in the area than anybody.
Sullivan put that one up and in. Wonder if he'll remember that play. Probably will.
Oh, yeah. So he'll be texting tonight. Hey, did you see that? Did you like that call? He's a perfectionist. You can see why he was so successful as a college coach.
Ball taken here by the Panthers. They're back across the timeline. 5-point lead for the Mavericks. This one's been close the entire ball game tonight. It's for third place inside of Region 6. Don't forget the UPS store, Minot, located on South Broadway, is open Monday through Saturday. They're located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. It's the UPS store in the Magic City. Dished inside to Sullivan, stripped there by Unland. Ball comes back into the possession here on the near side from DeMont Gidney. Sent up top, three-pointer from Ripplinger. Ball goes out of bounds, last touch by the Mavericks here. And it will be rugby basketball coming again with 84 seconds remaining here in this third quarter of basketball.
It's been a third and fourth place game, but it's a competitive basketball game. 36-31 here with a minute and a half left to go in the first or in the third quarter. This one could get interesting down the line. It would be a lot of fun if this ended up with a buzzer beater of some sort to be the appetizer for tonight's main entree.
Morlock's out of the Rack had the opportunity. He was unable to finish, but he was fouled on the play. It really is interesting how much energy is put into these venues by buzzer beater shots or games that are close. And the more energy, the more cheering that's in here, the more electricity is naturally generated from the fans, as you see across the court. That's a lot of blue and yellow in here already. The Velva fans are here. They're ready for tonight. They're trying to see if they can punch their ticket to the state tournament.
Now, I know we want it to be close. We want it to be competitive at the end, but I could tell you that that group in blue over there and the group in purple over here do not want overtime in this game. So whatever it does to get it done in 4, those fans are all excited for that.
1:03 left here in the third quarter. Isaac Sondrel reached out to me today. Isaac does a great job. He's the Velva head coach. 1967, the last trip to the regional championship game. No state tournament appearances yet for the Velva Aggies. Is tonight the night. Kind of like that matchup in a rivalry. You talk about rivals. Velva and Bishop Ryan have one on the football field that's one of the better in the state of North Dakota. And tonight they lock horns on the hardwood. Should be a lot of fun. We'll have the call of it coming up after this one comes to a close here tonight. Sullivan with the basketball. Runner in the lane, puts it up, and Garrett Sullivan's got 4 points all in the second half. And the lead cut to 4. The Mavericks with the basketball and a 37-33 advantage on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Shot clock is off, so Morlock brings it up top, but they set it up for Steele Olson, who comes back over here to Unland. Unland takes the call from the sidelines for Brian Olson. We're down to 9 seconds as it comes back up top for Morlock. Rugby fans trying to get in the kitchen of the Mavericks players. Morlock spin move in the lane. Waits, fires, jumps it up. No good. That one bounced around, and Riley Morlock had the chance, but he missed. And we're through 3 quarters of play on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. It is a 37-33 showdown with the Mavericks on top. It's the Region 6 tournament on the PSP Network.
Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettaOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics.
Life is all about moments. Big moments. Small moments. And those moments you can't put into words. It's how we at First International Bank and Trust live first and have been for more than 110 years. One customer, one family, one moment at a time. First International Bank and Trust. Live first.
One quarter left in the season for MLS and rugby here tonight. They play for 3rd place in the Region 6 tournament. Nick Holberg and Lane Fleur on the call here tonight. Sure appreciate you folks for joining us. Appreciate all those fine sponsors that make these games possible as well, including Farmer's Choice Seed Company for all your high-yielding Golden Harvest soybeans and corn sales, with locations in Fort Farr, McCluskey, and Donnybrook. Farmer's Choice Seed Company, along with our friends at Stevens Grain Cleaning and Seed Sales of Glen Burnbro's Funeral Home of Bull Hall. Flowers Central to Magic City. That shot rattles off. It goes out of bounds there. Also want to say thanks to our friends at Stevens Welding and Machine in Glenburn, Michael Braun, State Farm Insurance Agency, Ackerman Esvold, Swenson RV and Marine, and Minot and Bismarck. They're the home of Tracker Boats. Every time I see that ad, I'm telling you, I get fired up for the lake season. You know, you get through the regionals and the State B, and you're getting pretty close to being on the boat or on the golf course. We're getting closer each and every day. But first, some more important business to attend to, and that's getting through championship time for basketball. 3-pointer. There's Eric Foster. He's not worried about anything else besides netting his 9th point to the ball game. That one was pure from downtown.
Yeah, that's his first bucket here this second half here. It'll be important for him to get going here in the last 7 minutes here. We had a foul there on Hildebrand up on top of the key. look to see it be a little bit more competitive here. It's kind of like an all-star game where, you know, they have a lot of fun here, but towards the end they're trying to get that W.
Morlock from the corner, no good. Board pulled down from Foster. It's a 1-point lead for the Mavericks in the third-place matchup. Shot from the corner is no good. Here comes Savakul with the basketball. Goes behind the back. Sends it back over now into the lane. It came from Morlock outside. Over to Riley Morlock. Up top, Savakul off to Steele Olson. Right at the charity stripe, he delivered back off. Savakul downtown, yes! 5'11" senior Joe Savakul had 2 in the first half. He's got 5 in the second for 7. He averages 7.6 per night. And Savakul extends the lead to 4 at 40-36. Jacob Ripplinger did bounce. Sorry there, Lane.
No, that's fine. That's going to be his 3rd foul there. You know, it's been flirting with that 4 to 5 range for a long time here. You know, Foster made that 3-pointer. Oh, he did not need to do that.
Savakul at half court. Trying to work it back inside. Ball's taken back away now by Ripplinger. Ripplinger gets it back off here to Foster. Foster doubled up there. Goes over to Ripplinger. Corner 3 ball. No good. Touch last by who are they going to say? Sullivan. They do, and it will be MLS basketball. Mike Anderson was there on the call as well. They're going to change that call, it looks like. Is that right?
Yep. Just another good job of communicating there by Engelbrecht and Mike Holtz. That's a tough one for the lead official, the one underneath the basket there. Ball skims the rim and it gets out quick there, whether or not it touched anybody. He asked for help. Oh.
Last touch by the Mavericks here. 5:49 left here in regulation. 40-36, MLS on top. Want to thank our friends at Magic City Inspections, the locally owned company in the Magic City, committed to providing exceptional inspection services to ensure you're ready to take the next step in your home ownership. Find them online at inspections.com. Don't forget the Shots Crossroad postgame show coming up in a few moments as well. Try the delicious menu that includes the famous number 99 at Shots Crossroads. I like the banana cream pie and the ham and cheese balls. Anything in the middle, I'm telling you, is just fantastic stuff. Shots Crossroads brings you the post-game show. Sport clips of Monette and Bismarck. We'll have our MVP. That could have been a travel. Comes back to Steele Olson. Olson's into the lane here. He works it back up top. Savakul's got it. We'll also have our jobbers moving in storage and Roger Ward moving in storage. Moving the ball game here tonight as well, as that shot was off the mark, rattled around off of the attempt that came from Gannon Hall, and it's the Panthers with the ball down in deep. Good defense here from the Mavericks. Ball's going to be touched last here by the Panthers, and it will be Maverick ball here with under 5 to play in regulation. First International Bank and Trust scoreboard reads 40-36. MLS on top.
You know, looking at the Minot High score over here, it's starting off a little slow like they did last night. You know, down 13-6 early here in the first.
3 attempt coming off the mark. Comes back up. Olson works it around to Savakul. He quarterbacks from upstairs, and now he works it back over into the corner where it goes back away for Gannon Hall. Back up now for Steele Olson. Work back around to Ryan Morlock. Morlock to Morlock as it comes back into the possession here for Hall. Into the lane. Steele Olson's got the lane. Oh, he's denied. Garrett Sullivan comes up with the 6'5" frame and the wingspan like a pterodactyl and says, "Fly on out of here, my friend." Ball's out of bounds, and it will be rugby basketball. Nothing like those big blocks down the deep.
That one, he came out of nowhere there. I thought it was going to be an easy layup there for Steele Olson. And all 6'5" were off the ground. He was up there on that one. I'd like to see a replay, and you could freeze shot that one and see how high he was, but that was impressive.
Panthers inbound the basketball, trailing by 4 here with 4:04 left in our fourth and final quarter of regulation here tonight. Fans continue to make their way inside of the MSU Dome. Schneibel's got it here, calls the shots. Delivers off to Montgidney, comes back over to Schneibel. Up top it comes now here to Eric Foster. Foster at the elbow. Pressure. Delivered off. Shot clock's at 1. They got the shot off, but it hit the rim anyway. And the Mavericks are on the floor with it. Here's Morlock. Finds the outlet. Savakul left wide open for 3. That one rolled in, then out.
That was a great kick out there by Morlock. Savakul wide open. Oh, going the other way.
Ball last touched by the Panthers. Big thanks again to State Farm. State Farm agent Michael Braun. He's your go-to agent to monitor for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop shopping around. State Farm Insurance Agency and the Michael Braun Insurance Agency has you covered. Call 701-838-0713 for surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and so is Michael Braun. Big thanks to those premier sponsors for stepping up and helping us deliver these tournament games to you. Joe Savakul's got 2 more. Without those sponsors, we wouldn't be here. We'd have audio coverage for you. It's a hefty bill that gets written to the High School Activities Association. And those kind men and women from those local businesses step up. They see the importance of promoting young athletes. And we really do thank them. Make sure that you patronize them and tell them thanks. We certainly would appreciate it. The kids would too. 2:35 left here, 42-36. Mavericks on top. They look for more, and they've got it. Gannon Hall goes up and scores. He's got 5 now in the ball game. And a full timeout coming here for the Rugby Panthers. They want to talk things over as 4th place. Something they don't want here tonight, but that's the position they're in now with 2:28 remaining. This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day. Region 6 tournament coverage on the PSP Network brought to you by Ackerman Esfold, State Farm Insurance Agency, Michael Braun, State Farm Insurance Agency, Swenson RV and Marine of Minot and Bismarck, and Buffalo Wild Wings of Bismarck. They bring you tournament coverage here tonight through the remainder of the postseason. I got to tell you, the Buffalo Wild Wings in Bismarck, I was there for the WDA basketball tournament last week. I had my fair share of Buffalo Wild Wings. Some of the best chicken wings I've ever had in my entire life.
Were you at the north or south one?
I was at both of them. That's when you know it's good.
You know, when I went down, my daughter plays travel basketball, and, you know, she's a big mac and cheese fan of Buffalo Wild Wings. So we ate there 3 times in one day down there. That was, I was okay with it.
Our daughters are about the same age. Mine loves the mac and cheese as well.
Yep.
So does Dad. The only problem, the older she gets, there's just a lot less left these days.
Yes.
In the past,
Yep.
Dad would get a little extra, not anymore.
Time to start ordering 2 of them.
I think so. Riley Vench scored, by the way. But it's the Mavericks with the basketball. They work it around with Morlock. You can get out of your comfort zone at Buffalo Wild Wings once in a while. They do have milk there in case it gets too spicy for you. Morlock runner in the lane. That one no good. Mavericks get it back. Morlock side of the hoop. Puts it up. He's fouled. And Morlock comes up with 2 more points. Morlock having a good outing here tonight. 3 in the first half. He's got 5 according to my count in the second half with a chance for 6.
Yeah, he's just been a solid player the entire tournament here. You know, I've said it over and over again. Our region's going to be loaded with young players, and he's going to be right in the mix there. It's going to be a lot of fun here in these next couple of years. We have a lot of freshmen and a lot of sophomores that are very good basketball players already, and hopefully they stay away from injury, and basketball in our area could be a lot of fun here.
Three attempt coming. This one just off the mark. It's going to be a foul on the play underneath the hoop, and that one I believe is going to be charged on DeMont Gindney. It is. They're in the bonus, so there's shots coming here for the Mavericks. Big thanks to our friend Tyler Hagan from Tyler Hagan Photography. He's showing up tonight for the Region 6 Championship. Let me tell you, that guy is a photographer and a half. He's going to cover the Region 6 title game tonight. He had photos of the West Region Hockey Tournament, the Region Basketball Tournament, the WDA Basketball Tournament, that is. Making the trek over from Williston tonight. We sure appreciate Tyler Hagan for his support to local athletes, as that one is in for Unland. Unland's got his first point from the free throw line here tonight. 8 total for him. 10-point lead here for the Mavericks. A minute 13 remains here in the ball game. It's not over till it's over, but they are starting to leave the excitement level and the tank maybe of the rugby side here with a minute 13 remaining. Second one through the hoop, and that doesn't help.
No, right now I think we're to the point where the Bishop Ryan fans and the Velva fans are like, let's get this minute over. You guys get out of our way. It's time for the main event here. But congratulations to both of these teams. Having a great season. They're both very well coached. They have very respectable programs, and so congratulations to both Coach Sancher and Coach Olson on a great season. And, and for those seniors, here in about 47 seconds is one of the toughest moments that you have in your high school career, when you go back in that locker room and you take off that jersey for the last time. Thank you to the seniors for all the great years of watching you guys, and good luck in your future endeavors.
I find it always interesting. It's never easy to have your career come to an end, and I don't know what the stat number is. 93% of high school athletes won't go on to play any other athletics afterwards or something along those lines. But for mom and dad, it's very challenging as well. And a lot of times you see that sometimes it's harder on mom and dad than it is on the players themselves. I mean, the amount of time for youth basketball camps, and practice pickups and drop-offs. I mean, there's so many people that play a factor in just a simple game that we play here tonight for 4th and 3rd place at the Region 6 tournament. The amount of time, hours, energy, money that goes into getting these kids to where they have gotten to this far into the season.
Well, it's a life change. After their last kid goes through, there is no more driving to, wherever on a Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, and then every other Saturday anymore. And so it goes away. All of a sudden they have a lot more free time. Some will still stay avid fans. Some, now it's our turn. And our turn to do things that we want to do, and, each to be their own. But, so thank you to them also for all the hard work that they did. These boys wouldn't have had the opportunity without them.
We've reached the Shots Crossroad postgame show tonight. 49-38 is the final. The Mavericks are crowned with a 3rd place trophy. Panthers are going to finish at 4th. What a good season overall. We're going to put a cap on it when we come back and then get you geared up for the region title tonight. Bishop, Ryan, and Velva tonight for a championship and a berth into the state meet tournaments. Hugs on the floor. Never easy when the season comes to an end. Certainly not any easier when it's careers that come to an end here tonight. Time for the Shots Crossroad postgame show.
We make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Find the full lineup at Swenson RV and Marine in Monaghan, Bismarck, or online, SwensonRV.com.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
Shots Crossroads postgame show is upon us. Home of the famous number 99 at the Shots Crossroads on the 2 and 52 bypass east. Keep in mind, team buses are always welcome. Again, team buses always welcome at Shots Crossroads. I highly recommend the banana cream pie. Nick Holberg alongside of Lane Fleur as we get through the fourth and third place matchup here, where a 43-38 final is what we see, and it's the MLS Mavericks that improved to 13-11 on the year. The Panthers end their campaign at 12-11 on the season. See on the floor right now, you've got Velva and Bishop Ryan warming up for the Region 6 championship here tonight. Big takeaways from that ball game here tonight, Lane. Were there any for you in that showdown here tonight?
You know that game's just it was a competitive game. Both teams played hard. It's just a different game. And it's a different atmosphere. It's a different feel, and you just never know what you're going to get with that third and fourth place game. But, pretty much everyone in the building here tonight is for this championship game. And, so we're moving on to that. But just kind of want to rethink, with the seniors. It's a tough moment. And I know, Coach Sancher and Coach Olson have great relationship with the boys. And right now is one of the hardest times as a coach when you have to put an ending to your season that you put so much time, so much effort into. It's a tough moment right now, but it's one of those moments that a lot of those kids will never forget.
Never fun to be on the losing end of it. The next one might sting even more because it's for the region championship. First, let's break down the numbers in this one. For third place tonight, the Mavericks and Panthers leading the charge. First for the Rugby Panthers tonight, according to my count, Corey Vetch had 10, 7 of which came in the second half. 9 for Eric Foster, 3 for Schneibel, 3 for Blazes, 5 for Montgidney, 3 for Kuntz, and 4 for Garrett Sullivan. Panthers trailed at halftime by 3 at 26-23, and then they ran away with it in just a sense in the second half. They were led in scoring in the ballgame by 4 players that had 9 points total, according to my count. Savakul had 9, Shokfist had 9, Udland had 9, and Riley Morlock had 9 tonight. 6 for Kellen Henry and 5 for Gannon Hall. Final again, 43-38, MLS on top. Lane, time to announce our move of the game tonight, brought to you by our friends at Jobbers Moving and Storage and Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Whether you're moving across town or across the country, let Roger Ward and Jobbers help you with your moving and storage needs. Is there one that stands out to you tonight as really a move of the game here? There's a couple big three-pointers in that half, but nothing that really set off a pen to the paper of circling this is the one that's our move of the game tonight. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's just a tough game. With so many different things. I really like what Coach Sancher did starting all of his seniors today in that aspect. But if I had to pick the move of the day, I'm going to be a little bit on the sentimental side, because being a coach, I know how that locker room is right now. I think the move of the day would be those seniors taking off that jersey one more time would be a appropriate move of the game, just for the fact that it's so difficult. To be able to do that. I think every athlete in the stands probably remembers the last time they did that, and You know, that it's a tough time as a coach. It's even tougher when you know it's all over.
I like your move of the game tonight. It's brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Here's your move of the game tonight. Time to announce our Sport Clips MVP in this ball game. Plenty of guys doing things in their final games here tonight. Any one of these players that stands off the paper for you, though, as our Sport Clips MVP in the ball game tonight?
Yeah, I thought Joe Savico for MLS was probably the most consistent senior tonight. He hit some big shots. He hit some big threes. You know, it's good to see him get some big buckets in his last career game. And you know, and now, you know, I talked about it a little bit earlier. You know, I can be a little bit biased here because now we're the Renville County Muskrats in baseball. Go get your glove and your baseball and get that fastball ready because we gotta get back to that state tournament.
MLS is going to look to do just that. Savico named our Sport Clips player of the game. The MVP experience can be found at Sport Clips in Monterey, Bismarck. Get treated like the real MVP at Sport Clips with the MVP haircut experience. That's going to do it for our Shots Crossroad postgame show. We're going to reset the cockpit tonight. Glenn and I are going to come back with our Shields pregame show for this one. The Lions and the Aggies for a championship of the region and a berth into the state tournament. Right back here at the MSU Dome next Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Could you ask for much more? Final question for you to end the Shots Crossroad postgame show. The Lions and the Aggies for a region championship. We haven't heard that in quite a while.
Oh, yeah, in football, yeah, we've heard it a lot. You know, this is going to be a physical basketball game. You know, with a lot on the line. You know, Velva's got that big monkey on their shoulders right now, never being to the state tournament. Hey, right now they are 32 minutes away from punching that first ticket. It's anybody's game. I'm excited. It's going to be a barn burner. It's going to be a physical basketball game. You know, that rivalry between these two schools is unique, and it should be a lot of fun.
We're going to set you up for it when we come back. That puts a cap on our Shots Crossroad postgame show. The Mavericks from MLS take care of rugby tonight, 43-38, the final score of the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. Stick around and get ready for our Region 6 Championship. It's next on the PSP Network. This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and there's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
With 26 flavors, got a sauce for every squad. Don't drip on the drip. The greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
You have built an amazing life by working hard and doing your job well. Delivering financial advice is what we do well. At Ameriprise Financial, our job is to use our skills, experience, and research to help you become more successful in today's economy. What we want you to walk away from each encounter with is satisfaction in knowing that together, we've done what we can to help you work toward a better future.
Thanks for buying some room.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, talk to State Farm agent Michael Lebron in Minot today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust,
Like our convenient online banking.
along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and there's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and there's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day. Across the state of North Dakota, there's 8 teams that will be crowned champions of their respected regions. Those 8 teams that come together at the MSU Dome for the State Boys B Tournament. The crown jewel inside of our great state. Small town schools from across the east to the west to the north to the south. Then you've got some schools like Bishop Bryan, Oak Grove, and Shiloh that are placed in big cities but are private schools. Across the board, you don't know what you're going to get at the State B each and every year. We know for sure in this situation we're going to get at least one of these 2 teams tonight. Velva and Bishop Bryan for a region championship and a ticket to the state high school basketball tournament. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into our Shields pregame show. Shields gear, passion, and sports. Shields and Monett and Bismarck bringing the pregame show here tonight. Nick Holbert and Lane Fleur for this showdown on the PSP Network. This should be a dandy tonight between 2 rivals that aren't exactly friendly on the gridiron. I don't think they're exactly friendly on the hardwood. I don't think they're exactly friendly anywhere that they meet. It's Velva coming into tonight's matchup at 18-6. It's the Lions from Bishop Bryan at 18-6. What do you expect out of the showdown here tonight?
I think it's going to be a fun game. Across the board, I think for the Bishop Bryan Lions, they're going to want to get this a fast-moving game. They're going to want to get a lot of flow in the game, a lot of transition baskets like they did early last night. And then if you're on the Velva side, Coach Sandro texted me earlier today too, and I loved his motto. And it's exactly what last night was for him. It's gritty, not pretty. So they're going to want to slow this down, make it as ugly as possible. They want this game in the 40s. They want it low scoring. They want it to be a physical basketball game in the paint and keep that transition, limit the turnovers. They cannot let Bishop Bryan get out and run on them.
You look at this matchup and you look at the makeup of both of these teams. There's some natural basketball players on the sidelines for the Bishop Bryan Lions. And these guys that I'm talking about, how about Brady Feller, averages 19.1 per night. All district, all region from a year ago. Probably has some pretty high hopes and some solid expectations of being a next level basketball player. They've got other guys that can fill the hoop up as well, along with Connor Rydell. There's Ramsey Walls, there's Jet Lundy, there's Josh Will. Ian Johnson averaging 12 per night. Carson Burke, 4.3. I mean, they've got some guys that could fill it up. For the Velva Aggies on the other side, they're led in scoring by Caden Chadwick. He gets 10 per night. Ben Shep gets 8, and Peyton Bodine gets 8. This is kind of like the big brother, little brother showdown on the 4th of July weekend out in the street ball court, if you will. And big brother sometimes, even though he might not be as skilled as you on the hardwood, that power, that strength, that athleticism, and the sheer will to win can take care of business at times. We should be in store for a real dogfight here tonight.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Both these programs know how to win, whether it be on the football field, basketball, baseball, you name it. They're trying to compete for championships in any year, year in and year out. So this is going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Let's send it down to Steve Pinto, the in-game announcer here at the MSU Dome, and the voice of Region number 6 for the official introductions here tonight.
To honor and respect America and all of those who have served this great country and defend these freedoms, we ask that you please rise and remove all hats as the Minot Air Force Base Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. We also ask that you would please remain standing until the colors are retired and leave the court on the northeast corner. Thank you. Sing our national anthem, Olivia Redding, a junior at the Lac Burlington. Ladies and gentlemen, high school athletics emphasize positive values. God bless our servicemen and women. God bless our veterans. God bless America. Beautiful rendition of our nation's national anthem here tonight. And a fantastic job. Always great to see the color guard on hand. A sincere thank you to all of our military personnel, all of our servicemen and women. We certainly appreciate everything that you do. Back down to Steve Bidham for the official introductions tonight for the Region 6 Championship. Let's meet the cheerleaders for the Lions. Annika Henjum, Madison Feller, Celestia Waka, Cassie Feller, Maya Harvey, Kirsten Bruner, Annika Anderson, Minot. The Region 6 championship features the visitors on the scoreboard, the Minot Bryan Lions. And the home team on the scoreboard, the Belva Aggies. The Region 6 Boys Championship game is next.
You all know what you have to do. No one, and I mean no one, comes into our house and pushes us around. It's your game. Let's do it.
At one guard, the Lions up 5'11" junior, number 1, Carson Burke. At the point guard for the Yankees, he's a 6-foot freshman, number 10, Reggie Bruner. The backcourt mate for the Lions, a 6'3" junior, number 3, Brady Miller. And the backcourt mate for the Yankees, a 6'1" freshman, number 23, Ben Schiff. One floor for the Lions is a 6'4" junior, number 11, Ian Johnson. Up floor for the Yankees, a 6'2" freshman, number 14, Nate Bodine. The other floor for the Lions, a 6'3" senior, number 23, Joshua Will. The other floor for the Yankees is a 6'3" junior, number 24, Kyle Sandy. The center of the Lions is a 6'4" junior, number 33, Connor Rangel. And the center of the Yankees, he's a 6'6" senior, number 34, Aiden Hadwick.
Well, if that doesn't fire you up, I'm not sure what will. This place is at volume here tonight. The MSU Dome is rocking. We are set and ready for the official start to the ball game coming in just a moment tonight. Nick Holberg and Lane Fleur. Man, Steve Pinto doing his job to perfection here tonight. Talk about an introduction in this one as this place is set and ready for tonight's Region 6 Championship Showdown. Let's put a cap on our Shields pregame show here tonight. Are you fired up after that? I got to ask you, my goodness.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of fun. Anytime you get the region championship, you know, the starting lineups, you got the intensity. We got good student sections on both sides. We got good Belva crowd here. We got good Bishop Bryan fans. It's going to be a lot of fun here tonight. You know, right away here, they cannot let Brady Feller get going if I'm Belva, and then they got to limit the offensive rebounds. And if I'm Belva, I want to make this as ugly as possible, and I got to dominate the paint.
Ryan is in purple, Velva is in white. We're underway on a Friday night from the MSU Dome. Thanks again for joining us. A champion of the region will be crowned tonight and head to the State B right here on the same floor starting next Thursday. Feller with a basketball, spin move, puts up a jump shot, high off the window, no good. Board's going to be battled for, and out with it come the Lions. Will's got it here. Little turnaround jump shot, make that Rydell instead. But there's a foul on the play, and the foul is going to be charged to Peyton Bodine, it looks like. And Bodine picks up his first personal, first team foul.
Yep, that was a good call there by Brian Offerth. He saw the jersey come out. He was getting grabbed from behind. Easy call.
Jump shot off the mark. Board pulled down by the Aggies, and they're going to take it with their first offensive possession of the ball game here tonight. Reggie Bruner, only a freshman, 5'11". He was big in the semifinals last night. Ball's controlled here by the Aggies. They're working around with Ben Shep. Turnaround jump shot. First points of the Region 6 title belong to Ben Shep.
That was a nice turnaround. They need him to get going offensively. He had 20-some the first, or 18, 20-some in the first game. You know, today, he just picked up a foul. Today, he's semifinal night. He didn't really score at all. They're going to need his scoring to be able to stay in this game. He's got to be able to stay on the floor, too. That foul there, that was an adrenaline foul, trying to run through a pick there.
You talk about that. He had 22 points in the quarterfinals. He was held underneath 6 in the semifinals. A kid that comes into the matchup averaging 8 per night. Here's a jump shot off the mark for Feller, who touches it last. It's the Lions, and it's the Aggies that get the ball back here with 6:46 left here in our first quarter of basketball. This matchup tonight on the PSP Network, and this tournament coverage is brought to you by our friends at Stevens Grain Cleaning and Seed Sales of Glenburn, Rose Funeral Home, that's in Mohall, Flower Central, Amonat, Stevens Welding Machine in Glenburn, the Michael Braun State Farm Insurance Agency, Ackerman Esvold, Swenson RV and Marine, Amonat and Bismarck. You're the home to Tracker Boats and Farmer's Choice Seed Company for all your high-yielding Golden Harvest soybeans and corn sales with locations at Fort Farm, McCluskey, and Donnybrook. Jump shot from the corner, no good. Taken by the Lions, and they're going to bring it back across the timeline. They work it back over to the elbow. Kicked outside. Feller trying to get going early. He does. Downtown. Hello, Brady Feller. Welcome to the finals.
Yeah, it's a big shot there. He gets his outside stroke going there. He can be extremely tough there. He's missed a couple of good ones, or closer ones early here, but Sandy's guarding him defensively. He's doing a great job against him, but that time he has too much space for a really good shooter.
Basketball is going to be inbounded here by the Aggies over on the far sideline.
You can see the difference of play. Velva's trying to really slow things down. They've been the two end of the shot clocks. And then if you got Bishop Ryan on the other side, they're trying to move the ball transition-wise, and they're basically shooting the first shot that they want.
Ball's taken here by the Lions on the nice stuff down and deep. Here's a prayer of a shot that came up, no good. It's going to be taken here by the Lions. Now they're going to cough the ball up. Who's going to get it here? .5:22 left here in the first quarter of basketball. How about those introductions tonight from Steve Pinto? That has me fired up, let me tell you. Fantastic job from him tonight to the whole group. Free attempt off the mark. Underneath the rack, board's going to be pulled out of there. Taken away by Chadwick, and Chadwick from over the top grabs a handle on the basketball. We go back the other way now. Here for the Bishop Ryan Lions as they cross over the half-court line. Or sorry, for the Velva Aggies. They cross over the half-court line and they crash towards the rack. Offensive is the charge here with 4:51 left in our first quarter. Region championship on the line tonight on the PSP Network. It's 3-2 in favor of the Lions.
You know, that was Ben Shep. His nope. That's only his first there. The last one there was on Sandy. 3-0 fouls there right away here. You know, both teams here, we just aren't settled in right now. You know, there's a lot of nerve, there's a lot of anxiousness trying to get worked out here. You know, you got Frookie coming into the game for Bishop Ryan Lion. We haven't seen a whole lot of him in the district or region tournament here.
Three attempt, that one from downtown. Hello. Ian Johnson's got his first points of the ball game, and the Leeds had 4 here for the Lions. They won a state championship back in 1994. They've been to the Big Dance. Their most recent appearance was in 2018. That's in the state championship game. They're a team that has been to the Big Dance and the state tournament 10 times. Their last trip to the tournament was 2019. Rugby was the defending region champion from last year. They were knocked out last night, and now here we are, the championship with a perennial power, if you will, inside of Region 6 for the Hardwood. Can I give them that much credit? I mean, that's fair to call the Lions that, isn't it?
Yeah, but you know, it's been Bishop Ryan of rugby for a long time in this region. You know, you once in a while get a few in between there, but it's been their two out of District 11, District 12. Those two have been the two to beat. And right now, Velva's got to get going. That was a beautiful layup there by Jet Lundeen. He's having a great tournament.
Lundeen lays it up and in. 6-point lead here for the Lions. On the opposite side, we talked about it in the pregame show tonight, brought to you by Shields, if you didn't hear that. The Velva Aggies haven't even played in a region championship since the late 60s, let alone made it to the state tournament. Feller unhooks it. He's got another three-pointer here in the tournament. Feller drops one in for his second fly by the tower three-pointer, and the lead is at 9. At 11-2 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard, the Lions are out and buzzing early in this one.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, talk to State Farm agent Michael Lebron in Minot today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Nothing like Class B North Dakota high school basketball, and tonight no different. A rivalry that's separated by how many miles is that? 26 miles?
Yeah, it'll be about 26. You know, it doesn't take that long. They've had a lot of battles in every sport. This is going to be a fun one. Now, one thing important for Velvet, they cannot get too far behind. They want to make this game as ugly as possible. That means they want it to be low scoring. They're not built to get into a shootout with Bishop Ryan right now, so they need to try to reel this back in. You know, it's an 11-0 run that Bishop Ryan's on. They need to reel this back in, get a good basket here, and get themselves settled in here a little bit.
3:09 left to the first quarter. Thanks again for joining us on the PSP Network. If you haven't already done so, we ask that you like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. If you're on YouTube, make sure to hit subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, like and follow us on Facebook as well. 3 attempt coming. It's a three-point shooting gallery right now as Johnson and Feller have a pair of them each, and the lead is at 14-2 Lions.
Yeah, they were a little bit messed up defensively there. They had guys running all over the place. Ian and Feller, you're going to have to pick them up at half court. You cannot give them space right now. You're going to see a heat check the next time down, you know, as that's 4 possessions in a row with a 3.
Taken away here by the Aggies. Lions get it back with Lundeen. Now right at half court. Hang on. Things are getting busy right across the timeline. Here with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in our first quarter of basketball. And here come the Lions with almost a hockey line change. And in my mind, that's one of the big X factors tonight is the depth of the bench for Bishop Ryan versus Velva.
Yep, you know, Bishop Ryan, they play about 8 guys. And, you know, they're going to play, and they're just not bringing guys off the bench. They're bringing 6'4" off the bench. They're bringing 6'3" off the bench. You know, that's something that Velvet just doesn't have the size-wise, you know. So Velvet's put together a little bit more, you know, but it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out here. But Velvet cannot afford to get down too big right now.
Foul on the play, and this one's going to go on the Aggies. It's going to be on Bodine, I believe, again. It is, and Peyton Bodine's got his second of the first half of basketball. That's the 15th foul here on the Aggies. They're in some foul trouble early on in this ball game. Bishop Ryan hasn't registered or committed a foul yet to the contest. Feller's got it up top. He goes to work on it here, crosses over, dribble drive, puts it up. That one hits the front of the rim, but he's fouled on the play. And that brings the Lion faithful to volume here at the MSU Dome. Tell you what, this place was a morgue in the semifinals. The atmosphere in here just wasn't great. And I'm saying that only because the weather was the reason. The MSU Dome's awesome. Don't take that the wrong way.
Yeah, it was just a bad situation. Nothing anybody could have did about it. You know, obviously the most important thing is everybody's safe out there. You know, by the time both teams had got here, it wasn't terrible. By the time that we left here, it was bad. And, you know, that's just something that you can't. Right now, they're just giving them way too many second chance points. They need to get a stop here. That would be a big one.
Three-pointer coming off the mark. Back to that, the atmosphere in the semifinals was nowhere near what we've got in here tonight. And you can credit that to the weather. You can credit that to the rivalry. You can credit it to the amount of intensity that comes with a region championship game. Nothing bigger than making the state meet tournament to the state of North Dakota. Chadwick's got it here. Drives it into the lane. He's going to be on the ground by the time he had the ball out of his hands. And the first foul of the ball game for the Bishop Ryan Lions is on Logan Wentz. And Wentz picks up his first. That's the first team foul as well. And we're down to 1:29 left here in the first quarter on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. got ourselves a 15-2 ball game. An update from the Class A semifinals. Vermont High Magicians lead West Fargo Cheyenne 42-35 as that ball game's down to 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the second half. If you didn't see it earlier, the Majettes punched their ticket to the state championship earlier on tonight.
They, with the boys here from Minot High, they started the game off down 11-2. Very similar to last night. Cheyenne jumped out on them early, but they've been pretty much rolling here since about the 5-minute mark in the first half. They're out in Williston in Region 8 right now. It's early, halfway through the first. Stanley 6, Powers Lake 4.
Reggie Bruner hits both of them from the free throw line. The Aggies score their first point since they opened up the scoring here tonight. Ball's on the ground. Jump basketball, says Matt Yale. And with 1:07 left here in this first quarter of basketball, the arrow belongs to the Lions. That one belongs to the Lions because it was the Aggie possession last. Now Brian Onforth comes together here with Matt Yale. They have a quick conversation.
I think they were talking about the shot clock, whether or not there should be anything off of it or not.
This is an A-team of officials here tonight. Brian Onforth, Matt Yale. Help me with the third one again.
Aaron Grandy.
And Aaron Grandy tonight for the Region 6 final. Chadwick's got it. Sends it over to the near side for Hank Bodine. Back up top to Chadwick. Sent back over now to Bruner. Out of bounds it goes. It was touched off the knee of one of the Aggies, and it will be Bishop Ryan basketball again with 46 seconds left here in this first quarter. Big thanks again to our friends at Jersey Mike's Subs. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. They're on North Broadway in Minot. If you haven't had Jersey Mike's yet, take it from me. I'm telling you, I know a good submarine sandwich, and Jersey Mike's has it. Try the number 99 there. Don't get confused with the Shots Crossroad 99. But there's a Philly cheesesteak that's a 99 as well at Jersey Mike's. They bring you the player of the week each and every week on the PSP Network. Foul was charged on the Aggies into the charity stripe. I don't think they have it on the board for
Chadwick. Foul was going to be on Chadwick there. We're 7-2 right now, so we're shooting bonus the rest of this half for Bishop Ryan. 16-4. You would really like to get a bucket here if you're Velva. You're down 13 right now. Get a bucket here. Get some momentum going into that second quarter. This first quarter, Coach Sandro would be, hey, it's over and done with. Now we got to start chipping away back into this thing. But a basket here would go a long ways.
Points were scored from the charity stripe from Josh Will. Velva misses on their attempt, and now we go back the other way. Merck lays it up. He goes hard into the pad underneath the rack. Hear that microphone take a hit down there. Merck's going to be all right. It's Carson Merck, the 5'11 junior guard. He's going to go to the charity stripe, but Hank Bodine's going to be charged with his second team foul. And Bishop Ryan trying to put the wood to the Aggies right now and add more fuel to that fire. But Merck misses from the free throw line here. He'll have another attempt with 15.5 left in our first quarter of basketball tonight here on the PSP Network. Lion fans are in full attendance tonight. The Velva faithful have traveled well tonight as well. Second one for Merck. That one's nothing but net. And Carson Merck scores. It's 18-4 Bishop Ryan. Here come the Aggies again. Reggie Bruner with the basketball. Bruner had his pocket picked by Merck. Comes back up. Will dribbles in. He's going to lose a handle on it. And with 1.7 seconds left in the first quarter, gets a little sloppy towards the end of the ball's out of bounds.
Yeah, we're going to have interest to see what kind of play Velva has here. See if they get this ball to half court. See if they can get a legitimate half quarter in here to try to get a little bit of momentum here. Nothing like a big half quarter to get yourself going here a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of play they have here.
Aggies to inbound as we approach the end of the first quarter of basketball. Chadwick turnaround jump shot rolls around. Chadwick can't get it to fall. And that's where we end our first quarter of basketball tonight. 18-4. It's all Bishop Ryan Lions. The purple and yellow off and blazing tonight to start the Region 6 championship.
Asphalt. Your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Asphalt. Find them online at ackermanasphalt.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Asphalt. Find them at ackermanasphalt.com.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and there's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Two of the 8 tickets remain to the state tournament coming up next week here at the MSU Dome. One of those tickets is going to be punched here tonight by either the Lions or the Aggies. And at the end of one quarter of basketball, it's Bishop Ryan that looks pretty darn good tonight. Nick Holberg and Lane Fleur on the call. Lane, your thoughts on that first quarter of basketball? Maybe a better question instead of your thoughts would be, what does Velva need to do to see if they can put up a fight here?
Well, one, they can't let Bishop Ryan get into transition. You know, that's one thing. And they got to get a hand in their face of Feller and Ian Johnson. Both have 2 3-pointers. You know, and right now Bishop Ryan's kind of shooting the first shot they get available, and they're feeling it right now. They want to make this ugly, but they got to chip away here, and they got to play their brand, which is slow basketball, and try to use the shot clock. If they try to get into a track meet with Bishop Ryan, I don't think it will end up very good for the Aggies.
Feller's got it here. Stops, sends it underneath. Tried to go up top with it, actually, and it was touched last by who? The Velva Aggies, I do believe. Matt Yale having the conversation again as officials come together, and it's Lions basketball. Big thanks again to Stevens Grain Cleaning and Seed Sales of Glenburn, Bros Funeral Home of Bull Hall, Flower Central of Minot. We also want to thank Stevens Welding and Machine of Glenburn and Farmer's Choice Seed Company for all your high-yielding Golden Harvest soybeans and corn sales. Locations in Fort Farm, McCluskey, and Donnybrook. Lead pass is up. Aggies trying to get on the board. They just can't buy one right now as Preston Kraft missed. Here's Reggie Bruner with the attempt. He's going to be blocked from behind. Trouble on the floor for the big man, Connor Rydell. He's going to end up on his backside. He's back up now, but there was a block on that attempt coming from Reggie Bruner. And Bishop Ryan's two-way game right now is pretty much unbeatable. We talked about that leading into tonight, Lane, that Bishop Ryan is probably the only team that can beat Bishop Ryan, and that just means having an off night. Right now they're having an on night, and they're lighting it up even more with Connor Rydell, his first 2 points of the ballgame.
You know, they're playing extremely well. You know, coming into the tournament, you know, they were my favorite, not so much because they're so much better than everybody else, but they're just playing really well right now. And you know, defensively they're playing well, and now here they are again in transition.
How about that play, Lane, where Feller just grabs the basketball right off the hands of Reggie Bruner, takes it to the other end of the floor. I mean, on both sides of the court here tonight, they've been solid, and they've got 6 guys that have ink on their score line here tonight in this ball game where they lead by 16 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. It's 20-4. Basketball handled by the Lions. They're working around up top. Feller kicks it over to the near side. Carson Merck handles the basketball here. Set back up top. Merck's going to get it again. Shot clock's at 18. Worked inside to Rydell. Back around the perimeter. Here's a fake that Ian Johnson unloads for 3 and misses. Aggies have the board this time, and Peyton Bodine's back across the timeline. You look at what the Velva girls have been able to do on the girls' side of things. When it comes to region tournament time, Velva is almost a shoo-in each and every year to be in the Region 6 girls tournament and to be there at the top of the list. 13 times in the region semifinals for the girls. They've only been to the big dance one time out of that time, and that was in 1998 when the Velva Aggies girls won the state championship. That was a year that the celebration was on, certainly in Velva. Here's some points, and Kyle Sandy gets going, and Sandy's got his first 2 points of the ball game, and the lead is cut to 14.
That's their first bucket in 9 minutes. They need to get a stop here. They got to chip away at this thing, but they got to put together defensive stop. They cannot give Feller that much room. He's too good of a scorer. He's already got 9. If he gets going, just like last night, if he gets over that 20 mark, they're tough to beat.
For Feller, his third three-pointer.
Oh, that wasn't a 3 there. That was just a 2.
Foot was on the line. My apologies.
And that one was Kyle Sandy again there with the free throw shot. He's had a really nice tournament, both offensively and defensively.
Loose ball underneath the rack. Set back up. Feller was the intended recipient. It was taken away here by Ben Shep, and then Shep's going to be run into, and it will be Velva basketball. Brody Bosch, the head coach of the Bishop Bryan Lions, who was voted on by his peers as the coach of the year inside the district last year, coming into year number 2 here for the Lions. Gave the hand signal to just slow it up and just relax just a bit, fellas. 22-8 with the lead right now, and it's a Bishop Bryan Lion team that continues to play this way. They're going to be tough to beat down the stretch, not only here tonight. Ball's going to be sent away. Merck intercepts, comes away to Feller. He was running 2. Merck's got it again. Merck runs it down off the window. Carson Merck's got 3 points in the ball game.
Yep, transition. They just cannot turn the ball over up on top of the key. Ryan, as soon as they see the ball, they are flying down the court trying to get an easy one, and it's been working for them.
That one off the mark. Comes back into the possession here for Newman. And Newman's got the air ball, and the Lions fans let him hear about that.
Right now, Velva's just not playing their game. They're trying to rush things too much. They're trying to press. Like Coach said, it's not gritty, not pretty. They want to make sure they make it as ugly as possible. And right now, they're trying to get in the track beat, and that's not going to work against Bishop Bryan.
Timeout on the floor. Bishop Bryan and Brody Bosch want to talk some things over. We've got ourselves a 24-8 ball game on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. It's all Lions tonight to the region championship.
Carson, timeout.
Who calls a timeout in this game?
Me, I'm icing the kicker.
Really?
It'll give us more time to talk about First Western Bank and Trust.
Like our convenient online banking.
Along with smart trust service options.
We're all about hometown service with bankers that know you and the community.
Okay, go ahead and kick.
I don't believe this.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
.345 left in the first half. A huge thanks on the PSP Network goes out to Braden Byers, who's been with us here this year on the PSP Network. Running camera, helping out with social media. He's been a key player for the PSP Network. A huge thanks to Braden Byers and Brandon Beater as well for his help, his whole family's help on the PSP Network. We just have to thank them for some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. And a big thank you to those two gentlemen and their families for being a part of helping promote local athletes. Kyle Sandy's got 6 in the ball game, but it's the Lions on the other end of the floor that put it up and in, and Josh Will, he's got 2 more of the contest, and the lead's at 16. Aggies cough it up again, and those are the turnovers that Isaac Sandro just cannot afford to see happen here tonight.
No, but they're getting sped up here a little bit. I know they're down 16, but there's a lot of time left in this basketball game. They just got to chip away. They do not want to change who they are. They do not want to change their identity. They just got to really try to not get into a track meet with Bishop Bryan here. Feller's already got 9. 9 points, and then you have Ian Johnson with 6. You want to watch here, 2-3 zone, extended 2-3. Oh, it looks like that was a junk defense, I believe. Sandro is famous for him, doing a little bit of different things there, trying to move it around. But this is a big possession for Velva here. Empty possessions just aren't going to go very well for them. especially when they lead to transition going the other way.
Ball's going to belong to the Aggies here as that one rolls out of bounds. 2:24 left here in this first half of basketball. Premier Chiropractic halftime report comes up next. Premier Chiropractic, ND.com. Our family's choice for chiropractic care in the Magic City. Our little guy's only a little over a year old. He loves Dr. Becky Perry Domries at Premier Chiropractic. Downtown for Ben Shep. He hits for 3. And that one brings the Velva fans alive. The lead cut to 13. Here's Jet Lundeen, the freshman. Sends it inside the paint. Chadwick's got it, and the Aggies have the ball. Reggie Bruner back across the timeline. Delivers back off. And we're going to have a foul charged on the Lions. Would you like to see them slow it up just a bit more? Or do you like the style of getting over the timeline in that hurry that they're in?
I think Bishop, you're talking about Velva there?
Velva, yes.
I was thinking Coach Sandro was yelling at them to slow it up there. You know, they didn't have numbers. They were trying to slow things up here a little bit. So I think they want to slow it down, work it around, be them. If you want to go to dual screen right now out there, it's tied 51-51, 10 seconds left. Minot High and Cheyenne. Minot High is in another barn burner with the ball with 11 seconds left. Timeout.
Oh, my goodness. Those guys have such a flair for the dramatic. They won in overtime last night, and now they're back in the similar situation here tonight. Foul was charged on the Lions, Josh Will. That's his second personal. This is the 15th foul on Bishop Ryan. And that sends the big man, Caden Chadwick, to the charity stripe. Last year he averaged 11.9 points per game. Averages 10 this year. He's got one from the free throw line here, and Chadwick, who had 10 points in the quarters and was one of the leaders with another 10 in the semifinals just the other night. He's a big kid.
Yeah, he's a big kid. He's big. You know, he's a football player. Going to NDSU to play football, but he's going to have to be big tonight. You know, right now I don't have the stats, but Bishop Ryan's winning the rebounding battle. In the second half, they're going to have to rebound better and limit the second chance opportunities and limit the turnovers that allow Bishop Ryan to go on the run.
Underneath, Chadwick's going to come up, and that's going to be a foul charged on the big man. It's going to be the 9th team foul on the Velva Aggies, so the bonus is on here for Bishop Ryan. Rydell heads to the charity stripe for 2 shots. They're actually going to, it is going to be on Caden Chadwick. They get it up on the board now. First one falls there for Rydell, and Rydell's got 3 points in the ballgame. Big thanks again to Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. We offer free consultations and financing options to make it easy to take your smile to the next level. Visit them online at minotbraces.com. It's Prestwich Orthodontics. Both of them good from the free throw line for Rydell. And it's a 28-15 lead on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard here for the Bishop Ryan Lions. Ball's inside. Again, it's going to be fought for on the ground. The ball's going to be out here with Merck, and here's Carson Merck across the timeline. Got it and set it up down and deep to the baseline. Waiting, stopping, popping, no good. Comes back up to Merck. He's going to have to race for the basketball. He's out of bounds and by a couple feet over on the far sidelines. The minute 7 remaining here in the first half of basketball. The Aggies get it back.
Sorry, I was just watching the end of overtime again for Minot High. Overtime. You know, they just got rushed down there, and this is a big possession here. They're on other than those free throws there, they've been on a 6-0 run, so a 6-2 run here. They're going to get a chance here. They can pretty much go for almost a 2-for-1 right now. If they score early in this shot clock here right now, they would get another possession going back the other way. So if they can go 2 possessions here, get this under, talked about last night, get it under that 10 number, and it just looks so much better and get a lot of confidence going into the second half.
Basketball's handled here by the Aggies. Bruner had it taken away, and here comes Merck to the other end of the floor. Tried to lay it up. He's fouled on the play as Hank Bodine got into him in a big way. And Merck's going to have an opportunity to shoot 2 shots here with 42.9 seconds remaining here in our first half. That's Bodine's third personal here in this first half, and the 5'11 freshman's in some early foul trouble here in this ball game.
They're exactly the opposite of there, what I was talking about there. You know, trying to get 2 scores there before the half, get it down to under 10. Now you turn the ball over, let Bishop Bryan get into a transition factor. Now they can extend their lead. They missed the first one there. You know, they still got 43 seconds left here in the half here. But just momentum. You want to keep that momentum on your side and don't give Bishop Bryan 3 points going the other way.
Carson Burke's got himself 4 points in the ball game. More importantly for the Lions, it's a 14-point lead. Handled here by the Aggies, Bodine. Jump shot, no good. Rebound taken, put up off the front of the rim from Kyle Sandy. They miss. And it's going to be Aggie basketball again here with 29 seconds remaining in the first half.
You know, Kyle Sandy's had a big first half here. He's got 6 points, but a lot of offensive rebounds, very good defensively. Be big to get another one here.
Big stuff down low. Look out. Hand came up from Rydell and said, we're not open for business. 20 seconds remaining in the first half. 29-15. Shot clock is off. The all-district and region player, Feller's got the basketball. Makes a spin move. Now he's going to turn around. Jump shot off the front of the rim. Lundeen there. Put it up. On the board, no good. And it's going to be Aggie basketball. Matt Yale was right on the end line. And with 5.8 seconds remaining in our first half, it's the Aggies with one more opportunity. Big thanks again to the UPS store located on South Broadway in the Magic City. They're open Monday through Saturday. UPS store located in the Marketplace Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs. How about at the buzzer? Nothing but net for Preston Kraft. Talk about delivering big time. That was like the UPS store slogan right there. Nothing but net as he bombs it in. It's some motivation for the Aggies as they cut it to 29-18 at the break. It's been all Bishop Bryan here tonight, but that was a big one from Preston Kraft as he buried it right after he went over the timeline. Give you your first half stats and your numbers when we come back to the MSU Dome. It's the Region 6 Championship on the PSP Network.
What we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Thanks for calling Supreme.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it wasn't clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Great smiles come from Vibetta Orthodontics. Vibetta Orthodontics is a certified Invisalign provider. Invisalign fits your budget and your lifestyle. Braces for children, teens, and adults with affordable monthly payments. Schedule your complimentary consultation and exam by logging on to VibettoOrthodontics.com or by calling 701-839-6010.
Great smiles come from Vibetto Orthodontics.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at AckermanEsvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at AckermanEsvold.com.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, talk to State Farm agent Michael Lebron in Minot today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Find the full lineup at Swenson RV and Marine in Minot and Bismarck or online, SwensonRV.com.
5 minutes away from the start of the second half of the Region 6 Championship here tonight. It's Nick Holberg and Lane Fleur on the call. This is our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. On the call, the Region 6 Championship tonight, and a big one tonight for both of these teams. One of them moves on to the state Class B tournament. The other has their season ending here tonight. At the end of one half of basketball, it's a 29-18 lead in favor of the Bishop Bryan Lions. Bringing my broadcast partner here tonight, Lane Fleur, and your thoughts on that first half of basketball. Bishop Bryan really kind of showing why maybe they're a favorite here in the Region 6 tournament.
Yeah, they started fast. They were shooting the ball extremely well from the perimeter, but they got out in transition. That's their game. They want to cause havoc on the defensive side, get balls poked away so then they can get into their transition right away, and they did that. You know, where Velva, they want to make it as ugly as possible. They want to slow things down, and they just weren't able to get in a groove until about halfway through the second quarter. They finished strong. They got the momentum going into halftime. We talked about it during the break a little bit. If with a half-court shot, that re-energizes your crowd. It gets people excited. So, you know, right now, coming out here, they were the first one back out here. They want to keep going, use that momentum, climb themselves back into this. If I was Coach Bosch, on the other hand, I'm like, hey, let's go back to being us. We're going to run the floor, pressure the ball up on top, and be aggressive. And let's see, hey, Feller, Ian Johnson, when you guys are open, let her fly.
Time to look at our first half numbers, brought to you by our friends at Premier Chiropractic, ND.com. Premier Chiropractic, ND.com, home to Becky Perry-Dobries, Kirk Mason, and Cody Haugen, the three doctors at Premier Chiropractic. Leading all scorers in the ball game right now through this point to the basketball game is Brady Feller. He's got 9 for the Bishop Bryan Lions, 6 for Ian Johnson, 4 for Carson Merck, 4 for Josh Will, 2 for Jet Lundeen, 4 for Rydell, and that's how the Lions get to 29. The Aggies are led with 6 in the first half from Kyle Sandy, Ben Shep with 5, 3 for Kraft, 2 for Reggie Bruner, and 2 for Caden Chadwick. At the break, 29-18 on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard. When we come back, we'll tip off. We won't tip it off. We'll inbound the basketball for our second half. It's the Region 6 Championship here on the PSP Network. Don't go anywhere. Second half is next.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Find the full lineup at Swenson RV and Marine in Monmouth, Bismarck, or online, swensonrv.com.
We raise the bar on bar food with sandwiches, tenders, and burgers. There's more where this came from. To the greatest of all times, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Nothing like tournament time in the state of North Dakota. If you're a Monmouth High Magician fan tonight, got an intense night ahead of you. They're heading into double overtime with the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. Time for our second half of basketball here at the MSU Dome, Class B style, as we're set for the second half with the Bishop Ryan Lions leading the Velva Aggies 29-18. Nick Holberg and Lane Fleur on the call here tonight. Bishop Ryan's in their dark purples here tonight. The Aggies from Velva in white if you're just joining us. Here's a jump shot that's off the mark. Board pulled down and hard on the basketball. Rydell's going to get a handle on it. He touches the out-of-bounds line, and it will be Velva basketball back. Big thanks again to our tournament coverage sponsors, including Stevens Grain Cleaning and Seed Sales in Glenburn, Bros Funeral Home of Mulhall, Flower Central of Monmouth, Stevens Welding and Machine of Glenburn, and Farmer's Choice Seed Company for all your high-yielding Golden Harvest soybeans and corn sales. Locations at Fore Farm, McCluskey, and Donnybrook. Of course, those premier sponsors that bring you the Region 6 coverage. Those premiers are Michael Braun, State Farm Insurance Agency, Swenson RV and Marine, and our friends at Ackerman Esvold. Over and back is the call on the Aggies. And another situation they want to avoid here.
Yeah, especially when they got an open possession where Ryan didn't score there. It would have been a good chance to get this under 10 since the first time early in the first quarter. Need another defensive stop here. They start the way they wanted to. Defensively, now they got to do it again, see if they can get the ball back offensively.
Lions have possession. Rydell from the corner. Works it back up top. They're going to throw it back across the timeline. And over a back charge on the other side with under seven to play here in this third quarter. Big thanks again to our friends at the UPS store located on South Broadway in Monmouth. For all your packing and shipping needs, it's the UPS store. They've been a proud supporter of the PSP network since we began. Big thanks to Marshall and that crew. Aggies with the basketball, crashing towards the paint. Up with the arm was Ben Shep. He's fouled on the play. Shep's going to find his way at the charity stripe. And Rydell is charged with his first personal, first team foul here in the second half on the Bishop Ryan Lions. In attendance or an enrollment of 130 at Velva, 106 at Bishop Ryan. Talked about these two towns and schools separated by under 30 miles. A rivalry that's quite a good one. inside of all athletics. 1 for 2 from the free throw line for Ben Shep.
Well, he got it to 10. They need another defensive stop. They got to string them together, but when they get the defensive stop, they have to string points together on the other end. They just stop them, and don't score, you're never going to be able to catch back up.
Merck crashes in. Michael Jordan runner. Hello, Carson Merck has 6 points in the ball game. 31-19. Lions are on top. A Region 6 tournament that usually takes place in 3 days over a 4-day span. 3 nights of games in a 4-day span. And this year a little bit different due to Mother Nature. That was Chadwick up with 2 more, by the way. Postponements of the games in the semifinals on Tuesday night brought us to a semifinal Thursday and a championship Friday here tonight. Underneath, this ball's going to go up. Chadwick's going to use the arms for the foul on Josh Will. That's one thing about Chadwick down and deep. That's his 3rd personal foul. When he gives them, he's not afraid to give them.
Yep, that was a hard foul. He knew he was beat, so he wasn't going to try to make sure that, he didn't get the and one for sure. But he's got to be careful. He's a guy that's got to stay on the floor here. He's going to, looks like Sundrell's going to roll the dice here a little bit and see if he can keep him in. They need him to stay on the floor. He's such a big presence down there.
Josh Will's at the line. He's now 3 for 3 in the ball game. Can he stay 100%? He can't.
There's the media jinx.
Not intentional, my friend. Mr. Will will be coming after me. 32-21. Bishop Ryan's on top.
I said that every time down at the state girls tournament, and every time it was an automatic miss.
Brody Bosch, along with Isaac Sondrel, the respected head coaches for both sides, pace the sidelines like a couple Panthers in the zoo here tonight. The intensity's high in the Region 6 title game. Here's Chadwick. Oh, he's denied all ball on that play. Back with it now. That ball's going to be stripped off the hands of Reggie Bruder. Listen to the Velva fans come alive. They didn't think that was clean. Lions have it with Merck up top. Merck looks for the outlet, sends it inside to Feller. Drop down to the corner. Here's a little jump shot from 6 feet away. That one off the mark. Coming there from Fricky. And the ball's going to go on a bounce, and it will be a foul charged first, however, on Reggie Bruder.
Yep, he pushed him on the rebound there.
Hank Bodine checks in for the Aggies.
Bodine's checking in for the Aggies. Checking out is Peyton Bodine for the Aggies. Who checked in for the Aggies? I apologize.
Hank Brodeen.
So Brodeen for a Brodeen. That's why I was confused.
Yep.
Taken here by the Lions. Up top it comes for Ian Johnson. It's been fun working with you, partner. I sure appreciate your time this entire year helping out the PSP Network. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a great run here this year. We sure appreciate your time with Scotty K as well, one of the legendary voices in North Dakota broadcasting. Scotty K not here tonight because he's at the State A tournament. We love that guy. We certainly appreciate all he does for promoting high school athletics across the board. One of the best in the business. How he's not already in the Hall of Fame, and we don't need to get on this tangent right now, but certainly Scotty deserves that recognition and that accolade. Hopefully that's coming for him soon. Underneath the rack, taken here by the Lions as they just continue to have stingy defense. They shut the door quick again, and now Ian Johnson has it here.
Every shot down there is contested right now. I believe that's 3 possessions in a row, or 3 shot attempts in a row with blocks down there. That's a big protecting the rim down there. Fricky can jump out of the building there.
Feller had the jump shot. That was off the mark.
They need to get this under 10 here. They've been stuck at that 10 and 11. They need to get over that imaginary hurdle there and see if they can get one here.
Chadwick turnaround left-handed, puts it up. Oh, that would have been big. Hit the back iron and out, but he's fouled on the play. Update from the Class A semifinals. The Magi trailing West Fargo Cheyenne 61-59. And that one in double overtime down to 52 seconds remaining. Chadwick's at the free throw stripe here. He's got himself 4 points in the ball game. Make it 5 as he hits from the free throw line. He's now 3 for 3 in the contest, and the lead On the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard, cut to 10.
I like it. You're double downing on it. Going 3 for 3 here. See if Chadwick can go 4 for 4.
Chadwick family, if he misses this, probably going to be looking for my vehicle out in the parking lot. What kind of vehicle do you drive, Braden? What is that thing again?
Oh, there he is.
Second one's good. What is it? If I could only understand what he was saying, I would say that was my vehicle in case somebody's coming after me. We've got ourselves a ball game brewing here. There's a foul in the paint, though, and that's going to be on Chadwick again. And this is not a good situation for the big man for the Aggies as Chadwick has 4 personal now.
Oh.
Or do they credit that somewhere else? It's Kyle Sandy's number on the board.
He's not even in the game.
It had to have been on Chadwick. There's no doubt about that, was there? I don't know if the clock operator missed it or if we've got it wrong. Here's Chadwick underneath, puts it in the bucket, he scored.
A big possession there. They were able to string a couple together, and give themselves here. They're down to 7. Big defensive stop here. This is a big one. Velvet Crowd will get into it.
Merck's off the mark. The crowd comes alive. Keep an eye on the note of whether that was on Chadwick or Sandy. Sandy's not even in the ballgame. It had to have been on Chadwick. Merck from the corner, 3-pointer, swoosh.
Yeah, it was a big shot there by Merck, but it was a huge offensive rebound. Gave them second chance points there. Merck making them pay. Yeah, it's a big 3-point to end that run.
35-25. Merck's got an answer for the Aggies. We've got ourselves a ball game tonight at the MSU Dome. Region championships on the line.
Lauren McIver. I'm a senior at Glenburn High School, and I'm going to Minot State. I'm super excited. Glenburn's very familiar with Minot. We've always been connected with Minot State. Knowing that they are doing a Hometown Pride Scholarship was just kind of nice because then it's very inclusive. They're all so welcoming and so nice. It's refreshing. In the end, it just feels like home.
Ten-point lead for the Lions here tonight as the Aggies have the basketball. 3 minutes and 7 seconds remains in the third quarter. Aggies with possession. They trail by 10. Into Chadwick it comes, and Chadwick goes into the lane with it. He's just going to throw that ball away. Ryan will get the ball back. Don't forget to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week. Jersey Mike Subs is a sub above. Jersey Mike's a proud supporter of the PSP Network. So are our friends at the Michael Braun State Farm Insurance Agency. Michael Braun is your go-to agent and mind it for service that you deserve at the price that you want. Stop shopping around. State Farm agent Michael Braun has you covered. Call 838-0713. Surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and so is Michael Braun. 10-point advantage here for the Lions. Make it 13. Nothing but net. Jet Lundeen from downtown.
The kid is fearless. He takes any shot, any open shot, he will let it go. That's a great possession there by Bishop Ryan. They're playing a diamond and one on Feller, so they're not trying not to let him get the ball. He's been a non-factor here in the second half.
Take it here by Chadwick. He's doubled up. Now Chadwick goes to the left hand, stops, puts it off the side of the glass. Now he gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. Chadwick's got himself 2 in the first half, 8 in the second, 10 total in the ball game. Under 2 to play here in the third quarter. 38-27, Bishop Ryan on top. Looking for their 11th trip to the state tournament. How about Lundeen? Stutter step to the inside of the paint, faked it left, went to the right, and then he just laid it up off the glass and in. And Jet Lundeen with back-to-back points scores again.
You know, if you're a Minot High fan, you got 2 in the state championship tomorrow night as the boys just defeated Cheyenne in double overtime.
Beautiful night to be a fan of Minot High athletics. Bishop Ryan trying to make it the 3 in a row. Look on, Chadwick went down hard, didn't he?
Yep.
That looked like straight face on the hardwood there. Hopefully he's okay. Tough kid. He's going to be all right. Well, if you could get Bishop Ryan, Minot High boys and Minot High girls into the state dance, you know that basketball's good in the Magic City. There's no doubt about that. When you can get two of those teams playing for a state championship, you know you've been in store for a pretty fun ride. And Bishop Ryan's got an opportunity here. They lead by 13. It's not over till it's over, but right now it's been pretty fair indicator that Bishop Ryan has had the upper hand of this backyard brawl here tonight between the Lions and the Yankees. Can they hang on? Chadwick trying to cut into it. Chadwick hits one from the free throw line. He remains on skate from the charity stripe, but the lead's at 12 with 1:08 remaining in this third quarter. I'm scared of heights, right? I don't like heights.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things with heights that drives me nuts is when people get close to the edge. There's three kids running up and down from the top of the bleachers on the far side as fast as they can to the bottom of those bleachers. And every time they do it, I'm having like a full-on anxiety attack here, man.
Yep.
Somebody sit those kids down. I'm about to freak out. Handled here by Lundeen. Up it goes, and that one's off the mark. You know that feeling? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, my gosh. These kids are driving me nuts over there. You got to have fun, but I'm telling you, the Dome, the upper level, if you've never been here at the Dome, we'll show you in a moment. Chadwick's up with it. That one misses. Out of bounds it goes. Look at that upper level of the Dome. Imagine running from the top of those stairs all the way down to the bottom.
It looks like you're going to run right onto the floor.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I would just get tired running up them. I mean, that would be the problem. I would have to sit on top here for a little bit.
Everybody just grab an ice cream bar or a piece of that Planet Pizza that's down at the concession stand and take a chill pill. Feller off the mark. 23.3 left here in this third quarter. 40-28. Fearless are the kids going up and down the stairs over in the bleachers over on the far sidelines. Fearless is Feller as he crashes towards the paint again, and Brady Feller now at the free throw line here for the Lions. And Feller's been a player that has been a lot of fun to watch here in his high school career. And guess what the bad news is? He's got another year left. He's only a junior. That's the bad news for everybody else inside the region and the district. Good news for Lions fans is Brady Feller has got 12 now in the ball game. Can't quite make it 13 as he misses that one. Off on Jet Lundeen, and it will be Aggie basketball here with 21.5 left in the third quarter. If the Aggies had any solution here at this point, I mean, they showed signs of that brilliance here to model that game plan that you talked about, but you just have to give Bishop Ryan the credit. I mean, is there any other adjustments you can make there?
Jet Lundeen made two big shots there to end those runs, and, you know, they got it down to 7. You know, it's a big possession to get it back to 11. Got it by Shep there. Oh. No, you know, got it to 11, so we basically a stalemate there that quarter. Velva's gave them a chance. You know, they got a chance down the stretch here. You know, that's all you can ask for. Give myself a chance in the fourth quarter and see what happens. Bishop Ryan does not want to let off the gas, so they got to play to win. Do not play not to lose.
Fourth quarter is next. We're going to crown a region champion tonight here on the PSP Network. Will it be the Lions or the Aggies? 11 points the difference right now, and it's the purple and yellow that have the lead.
Where this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
(41-30). Bishop Ryan on top here tonight. Fourth quarter is upon us now on the PSP Network. Quarter number 4 starts. Nick Holbrook and Lane Fleur on the call. Sure appreciate all you fans for checking in. Even the lady that just texted and said that we need new announcers on the PSP network because we talk about Jersey Mike subs too much. It's for free, lady. You're welcome for delivering the content for you. Sit back and relax. 11-point lead here for the Aggies to try to chip away at here in this one, as it's been Bishop Ryan that's in the driver's seat.
Oh, nice shot.
Make it 13 as that one's going to roll in as Josh Will scores.
That was a nice left-handed hook there by Josh Will. Gave himself a good start for Bishop Ryan. They want to keep their foot on the gas here. They do not want to play not to lose.
Big stuff down and deep, but that one didn't get all basketball.
Well, I think we were probably clean up top. I think it's going to be the off arm that got him in the chest. Yep, that's what it was.
Peyton Bodine's going to the free throw line. Foul was charged on Ramsey Walls. That's his first personal. Bodine's going to miss the first.
You know, he hasn't scored yet tonight, and, you know, the best time to score points is when the clock stopped here, especially when you're down 13. You know, when Velva gets to the line here in this fourth quarter, if they want a shot to win this thing, they're going to have to knock down those points.
Out of bounds it goes, and it's going to be Bishop Ryan basketball. Well, the sign of good teams and teams that make championship runs are the ones like Bishop Ryan that get some adversity thrown their way and have an answer with those big points for players off the bench. Oh, this ball's taken away by Reggie Bruner. He comes down, lays it up and in, and Bruner's got two more.
Yeah, that's a good start there for Bruner. Now, you know, right now I know the Velva boys, they want that Velva crowd to get into it here. They need to feed off it. There's another steal. Oh.
Laid up off the window, no good on the bench. Shep attempt after the takeaway. We're under 7 to play here. Merck the other way, puts this one high up. And no good. That one's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say that was untouched.
Yep, you know, that's a great call there, no call. You know, just because Chadwick's a big guy down there, you know, Jet Lundin's just a smaller guy, or I believe it was Merck, sorry. They go in there. Even though Chadwick doesn't fall, doesn't make it a block, doesn't make it a charge, but it was a good job not bailing them out there.
Little jump shots out of the hoop. 2 more points put in, and Kyle Sandy with 8 in the ball game, and here come the Aggies. Will the Lions have an answer like they've had this entire night? Feller with the basketball. Merck from downtown. Yep. Yes, sir, they will. That's a big three-pointer. Second three-pointer of the ball game for Carson Merck.
You know, he's been hitting big shots this entire tournament. That's going to go the other way. Yep. You know, Merck, last night when Bishop Ryan needed a 3 to end the run, he was the one that made it. Today, the same thing. He hit the 3 early in the third quarter when they were when Velva was on a run, knocks down a big one. Then right there, the Aggies had all the momentum, got it down to 9, and hits a big one there. And then whoever took that charge there, that was a big play there for Ryans. Okay, Velva's not out of it. Okay, but they got to find some momentum again. They got to find a little bit of energy to figure it out and get themselves back in this game.
6 minutes on the dot to tick away here in regulation. Grady Feller, little step back jump shot, no good. Board pulled out of there again by Sandy, and here come the Aggies with Ben Shemp into the paint, puts it up and in. And Ben Shemp's got 2 more, and the lead cut back to 10. The track meet that you didn't want to see tonight if you're an Aggies fan is all of a sudden one that has this place at an elevated volume here for sure.
Well, right now you kind of got to play it because, I mean, they just keep hitting big shots. Bishop Ryan, I mean, Feller there with a huge one, you know, so you're just running out of time now. So now you're going to have to be a little bit on characteristics, do a little bit what you didn't want to do, and see what happens. That's a good job there by Bodine. You can see they're shooting the ball early in the shot clock just because they're running out of time. And Bishop Ryan is forcing the envelope. They're hitting big shot after big shot.
Big three-pointers in this one. And now that Junkyard Dog Velva Aggie basketball that they look to play tonight. Like Isaac Sondrel told us before the contest here tonight, pretty isn't always the way to get it done. Sometimes gritty's the name of the game. And tonight's the grittiness is fun to watch, and it's a fun basketball game to be a part of, but it's the pretty on the other side, those three-pointers that have really been the name of the game and the difference maker when you look at what we've seen in the second half. Lundin with a three, got a three-pointer for Feller, 2 3-pointers for Merck. You add those together, that's 12 points right there, and there's 2 more off the glass as Josh Will goes up and scores.
You know, really the big part of the game right now, that's the difference, is the 11-2 start. You know, ever since then, it's been a back-and-forth game. It's been around that 8 to 14 point the entire time. It was just that start that Velva started with. You know, they scored the first basket of the game, but then didn't score a field goal for 9 minutes after that.
I always find it interesting when you talk to people and players, coaches. Everybody's got a different philosophy on it. Here's Feller stepping back, another 3 attempt off the mark. And what I'm talking about is that in sports, in a situation where Bishop Ryan has 10 region championships, that one doesn't fall. That one for Reggie Bruner, that was a gimme. He tried to go up over his head. It was no good. But you look at the situation where the Lions have 10 trips to the state meet tournament. The Aggies have never been. This ball is up and in, and it's off of the fingertips of Brady Feller, who continues to shine here tonight. Yes, the past is the past, and it doesn't matter. My philosophy on that, however, is that there's a lot of mojo around you in those conversations. And when you're walking through the grocery store on a Wednesday afternoon and saying, hey, congratulations, you guys are in the championship, is a different conversation when you expect one of those teams to be at the big dance at the end of the year.
You know, it's almost that conversation, hey, let's do it again, rather than I hope we get it done. You know, it's just that confidence, that little bit. Everybody over there in that blue knows they've never been to the state tournament. You got the boys that feel that, and then you got Bishop Ryan, who's been there quite a few times here in the last 2 decades. You know, with that just comes confidence, been there, done that type of mentality. But it's tough. It's tough to get that monkey off your back. But, you know, right now, Valvo's battling. It's 15 points right now. Bishop Ryan just keeps hitting big shot after big shot. You know, Feller was pretty quiet in that third quarter. He's got 5 quick ones here already in the fourth quarter here. Velva's got to go now. You know, I talked about it in the first half. They can't get into a track meet. Now they have to. And the marathon's over. It's that gut check time. It's a full-out sprint, and you got 2 laps left to go. You got to go right now.
Big thanks again to Tyler Hagen Photography. He's in the house tonight. Photographer for the PSP Network. He's got some game action shots of this one tonight. We'll have our awards presentation immediately to follow here tonight as well. We're under 4 minutes to play in regulation, and the Bishop Ryan Lions starting to sense that they're going to be playing right here on this very court next Thursday in the state meet tournament. It's not over till it's over here tonight, however. Lions with possession underneath the rack.
Travel.
That's going to be a travel violation with 3.5 to play. Big thanks again to Farmer's Choice Seed Company for all your high-yielding Golden Harvest soybeans and corn sales with locations in Forfar, McCluskey, and Donnybrook. It's Farmer's Choice Seed Company. Big thanks again. Big thanks again to Michael Brown Insurance Agency. That one's up and in for Reggie Bruner. And Bruner's got himself 2 more points. Michael Braun, State Farm Insurance Agency, Ackerman Esvold, Swenson RV and Marine of Bonnet and Bismarck, home to Tracker Boats. They are the official tournament sponsors of the Region 6 tournament. Big thanks to Buffalo Wild Wings as well. They bring you extended tournament coverage here on the PSP Network at tournament time. And of course, all those other sponsors that you see and hear about each and every time we're on the air. We sure appreciate all those fine sponsors. Frankly, without them, we just wouldn't be here. Time to start thinking about our player of the game here tonight on who that might be. We'll have to let our on-floor personality know who that is so we could get our photo for social media. Plenty of time left with 3:04 to remain here and a 12-point lead. But it's the Lions that just haven't let off the gas pedal at all. Be a different story if they were missing more shots than they're making here tonight.
Yep, you know, but they're not. They hit some big 3-pointers here. Free throws are big here. You know, this one's not done yet. It's 12. It's only a 4-possession game. You know, but they've hit so many big three-pointers. When Velva got on a roll there early in the fourth quarter, bang, three-pointer. They get on another roll, bang, another three-pointer. That's tough. And then, right now, 13 points. That's a big one, but they got to go now. They're not out of this, but they can't turn the ball over and they can't have empty possessions. There was a travel there. That's the right call. Empty possessions are killers right now for Velva. They got to have points, and they got to string some defensive stops on the other end.
Aggies with possession. Turn around to the lane. Oh, big stop from Feller. Feller got the arms up in the way. Ball goes out of bounds here on the Aggies, and the possession belongs here to the Lions, but a timeout on the floor. We'll take a break as well. Under 3 to play in regulation. 54-41. The Lions from Bishop Bryan are on top.
We make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
We're down to crunch time now. Sand's through the hourglass. These are the days of our lives of the sand starting to run out for the Velva Aggies. 54-41. Bishop Bryan on top. It's the Region 6 Championship here on the PSP Network, and we couldn't thank you fans enough for joining us and following along all season long on the PSP Network. We'll have digital radio coverage of the State meet coming up. Reggie Bruner not done yet. Puts it up and in.
Oh, gotta get back.
Taken here, up off the window, and 2 more points on the other side for Ian Johnson.
His first basket since early in the first quarter. He's got 8. Can't trade baskets right now. Gotta get some stops, need some big ones. Gotta score in a hurry here.
Under 2 to play. Velva student section bigger here tonight. The Bishop Bryan student section has certainly been at volume for the majority of this ball game here. Taken by Feller. He's going to crash all the way in. Gets the roll, but he's...
And one there.
On the deck. He's got the 2 points. Feller's still on the ground. Hopefully he's all right.
He's good. That was an impressive play there. He split the defense. That's an easy block call, and the reason why you can say it's an easy one, we had bodies going everywhere, but it wasn't through. He didn't go through the defender. You watch where Feller went. Feller went forward. The defensive guy went sideways, so he didn't go through the defender. He just went beside him. They went opposite, so therefore it was an easy block call.
Old-fashioned three-point play for Brady Feller. 59-43. This one almost out of reach at this point. Back across the timeline it comes. Goes off the Lions last, and it will be Chadwick to inbound. Stick around for our Shots Crossroad postgame show here tonight. Shots Crossroad, where team buses are always welcome. Home to the famous number 99 at Shots Crossroads. Try the banana cream pie. I'm telling you, that stuff is fantastic. 1:25 left here in regulation until we get to the Shots Crossroad postgame show. We won't see you at the end for the Shots Crossroad postgame show. Is that right? You're heading down to deliver some tournament awards here tonight. We sure appreciate your time so much, man.
It's been a blast, absolute blast. You know, doing the girls' state, doing some of the boys' district, or girls, whichever one they were. It's been a lot of fun. We appreciate what PSP does in our area. Allows to get a TV-like atmosphere for all of our student athletes, and we just appreciate you promoting all of our schools and going through it. You guys got something great here. I can't wait to watch it grow.
It's a lot of fun working with you. We'll plan on many more.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys.
That's Lane Fleur. the athletic director in Glenburn. He's got to head down to the floor to hand out some tournament awards here tonight. We sure appreciate his time on the PSP Network. He's done a great job with the PSP Network over the course of the last 2 seasons, working with Scotty K, working with me here tonight. Reggie Bruner might have just got teed up, judging by his reaction on the floor. Brian Offworth is going to head over to the official scores table. And Brian Offworth over there having a conversation. He's going to walk over and have the conversation now with Isaac Sondrel. And Brian Offworth shares the bad news. And here goes Reggie Bruner back over. As Bruner's going to sit down, he's actually going to fall out of the ball game. Is that right for Reggie Bruner, or was that just a technical? Just a technical. Velva's going to call a timeout. They want to regroup the troops. 1 minute, 17 seconds is all that remains in regulation. 59-43, and it's Bishop Ryan on top in this one. On their way to a Region 6 championship here tonight. This presentation on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by Make sure to like and follow the PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP. Back to the Dome for the final minute 10 remaining here in regulation tonight to the Region 6 tournament. All that will be left in the state of North Dakota will be championship matchups tomorrow for Class A. And then the Class B boys tournament here at the MSU Dome. That is, of course, when we get through our final 54.7 seconds that remains on the First International Bank and Trust scoreboard here tonight. Stick around for the Shots Crossroad postgame show tonight. Team buses are always welcome. Get filled up on the famous number 99 and a delicious menu. They're open 24/7, 365 at Shots Crossroads. Big thanks to Shots Crossroads for their continued support of North Dakota high school athletics on the PSP Network. Not exactly sure what happened here, but they're going to inbound the basketball back over in front of the Bishop Ryan bench. Both teams are in the bonus. Referees got together and Brian Offworth had the call, so we're going to inbound here. Aggies have possession, but the time is officially running out. 49 seconds is all that remains, and now it's Merck that takes the basketball away and sets it up for Feller. They're happy to take some air out of the basketball here tonight. They're just going to pass it around here with 35 seconds remaining. Bishop Ryan Lion fans come to their feet. Brody Bosch over on the far sidelines just saying, hey, dribble it on out. We're going to hand it over to the Velva Aggies here. Sign of sportsmanship here tonight. All the formality now as the Bishop Ryan Lions are going to head to the State B basketball tournament for their 11th trip. Their last trip was in 2019. Go back to 2018, they played for a state championship. They fell in that title game. Chadwick comes over and has a hug with Isaac Sondrel. Talked about it earlier on tonight. High school basketball careers, some of them are coming to an end here tonight. Always bittersweet. There's a winner, there's a loser. Tonight, the winners are going to be the Lions from Bishop Ryan. They are fired up. Other sideline as they bring a whole swarm of new players in for some experience here in the region tournament. Once again, the Shots Crossroad postgame show coming up in just a few moments. Patrick Efforts checks in for the Aggies. Sandy's going to check up. And the Aggies will inbound for the final 10 seconds of basketball. As mentioned, just a formality as these two hated rivals will now shake hands and share congratulations. The Lions are Region 6 champions. They head to the State B Tournament 2022. What a night for them. What an accomplishment as well. Bishop Bryan wins the championship of Region number 6. The Velvet Aggies wait to shake their hands as this one is over tonight. 59-43, the final score. At the half, it was 29-18. Ryan led then. They led out of the gate tonight. They just came out in a rock'em sock'em style of playing where they had a lead that they just never looked back from here tonight. Right out of the gate. These teams shake hands now and share their respects with each other. Shots Crossroads postgame show starts right now. Let's head to the Shots Crossroads postgame show after the Lions are victorious tonight on the PSP Network.
Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Shots Crossroad postgame show here tonight. We're going to send it down to the floor level with Lane Fleur here tonight to join us on our broadcast, presenting the trophies here tonight. Let's send it back down to Steve Pino, the PA announcer here at the MSU Dome.
Bench officials, the referees, the Golden Kiwanis for helping throughout the tournament. Thank you to the coaches, the players, and especially to you, the fans. Thank you. This time I would like to present the all-region team. Parents, if you would come down, you can come down here to the scores table, we'll get pictures. I'd like to present the all-region team. They are selected by the Region 6 coaches. Please come forward as I call your names and line up on the floor. Again, your all-region team selected by the region coaches. Walker Broughton from West Hope Newberry. Caden Chadwick from Calva. Grady Feller from Bishop Bryan. Eric Foster from Rugby. Carson Hare from Botno. Zach Hendrickson from our neighborhood. Surrey. Ryland Olson from Delac Burlington. Lance Pittner from South Prairie. Joe Roberts from Nedrose. Brody Schneibel from Rugby. Jacob Unland from Mulholland Lansford Sherwood. Ladies and gentlemen, that is your All-Region 16. Congratulations, boys. Once again, congratulations to our all-region team. The next award that we would like to represent, we would like to recognize the outstanding senior athlete from Region 6. He was voted on by the Region 6 coaches, and this year they have selected from our neighbor, Zach Hendrickson. Next, we would like to present the Region 6 Coach of the Year. He was voted on by the Region 6 coaches. This year they have selected the District 12 Coach of the Year, the Region 6 Coach of the Year, and he's headed to the state tournament, Brody Cross from District 12. Now for our tournament trophy awards. Our fourth place trophy goes to the Rugby Panthers. The third place trophy goes to the Mohall Leinster Sherwood Mavericks. Now we would like to recognize the second place team members and their coaches. Would you please come forward to receive your individual awards as I call out your name. Hank Bodine. Preston Kraft. Mackay Anderson. Reggie Bruner. Carter Newman. Peyton Bodine. Braden Bozart. Ben Shepp. Kyle Sandy. Patrick Efforts. Caden Chadwick. Assistant coach Matt Weidler. And the head coach of the runner-up Velva Aggies, Isaac Sondrel. Now would the first place team members and their coaches come forward to receive their individual awards as I call out your names. Carson Merck. Logan Wentz. Brady Feller. Christian Lormajust. Ian Johnson. Colton Feller. Brett McKay. Joshua Will. Jacob Bricky. Jet Lundeen. Connor Reindell. Mikhail Green. Ramsey Walls. Connor Thompson. Assistant coaches Nick Tice. Kyle Gertie. Ben Bolinski. And the head coach of the Region 6 Boys Champion Bishop Bryan Lions, Brody Bosch. Ladies and gentlemen, the drawing for the state tournament pairings will be made in the next couple of days. Results will be announced on most of the state news outlets. The Region 6 Boys Championship Trophy goes to the Bishop Bryan Lions.
What a year for the Bishop Bryan Lions. It's capped off with a Region 6 championship. They go on to the big dance. State B starts next Thursday, and the Bishop Bryan Lions will represent Region number 6, and they'll represent them well at the State B Tournament 2022. Shots Crossroads postgame show rolls on. When we come back, we'll have the final numbers, our move of the game, and your MVP of the contest brought to you by Sport Clips as well. Final tonight was 59-43. Bishop Bryan took care of Alva in the Region 6 championship here tonight. Stick around for the final numbers. We'll have those for you coming up in just a moment here on the PSP Network.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
The Lions from Bishop Bryan win the Region 6 championship tonight. Welcome in to our Shots Crossroads restaurant postgame show here tonight. Shots Crossroads, home to the famous number 99. Team buses are always welcome at Shots Crossroads. They're open 24/7, 365. Shots Crossroads brings you the postgame show tonight. Time for their final game numbers tonight. First, let's start with the Velva Aggies. 11 points for Chadwick. 8 for Kyle Sandy, 10 for Ben Shep, 2 on the night for Peyton Bodine. Reggie Bruner's got 9, and 3 for Preston Kraft. Bishop Bryan tonight was led by Brady Feller, who led all scorers in the ball game. According to my count, he had 20 tonight. Big night tonight for Brady Feller. 12 for Carson Merck, 8 for Ian Johnson, 9 for Josh Will, 7 for Jet Lundeen, and Connor Idell ends up with 4 points tonight in the ball game. Time to name our Roger Ward Moving and Storage move of the game tonight. The move of the game brought to you by Roger Ward and Jobbers. If you're moving across town or across the country, let Roger Ward help you with your moving and storage needs. Find them online, RogerWardMovingAndStorage.com. Roger Ward Moving and Storage brings you the move of the game tonight. And I don't know if there's any question that the 3-pointers that Carson Merck hit, Jet Lundeen hit, and Brady Feller hit down the stretch were not the moves of the game tonight. Those guys certainly did a great job here tonight stopping those Velva runs. That's the move of the game tonight in my mind, was the run-stopping 3-pointers from the Bishop Bryan Lions. Jobbers Moving and Storage, moving across town or across the country, let Jobbers and Roger Ward help you with your moving and storage needs. Final order of business tonight. We've already crowned a Region 6 champion. We have to tell you who the MVP of the ballgame was tonight. And when you look at this stat sheet, there's a couple players that reached double digits tonight in this showdown, but one of them had the most, and that was Brady Feller. He had 20 tonight, 9 in the first half, 11 in the second. And in my mind, Brady Feller is tonight's MVP of the contest, brought to you by our friends at Sport Clips of Bonnet and Bismarck. Final score tonight, 59-43. As again, the Bishop Bryan Lions move on to the state tournament. Big thanks to all those sponsors that help bring these games to you each and every night on the PSP Network. If you're still not a liker and follower of the PSP Network, we ask that you do that as we get geared up for state tournament time. We'll have audio coverage tomorrow of the Big Dance, the State A tournament. We'll also have State B radio coverage, digital radio coverage next week coming up on the PSP Network. Final one more time, 59-43. Bishop Bryan is victorious. They are the Region 6 champions tonight. And for the 11th time all time, they head to the State B tournament. Congratulations to them. Congratulations Isaac Sandro's crew on a great season as well. For Mr. Lane Fleur joining us tonight, I'm Nick Holbert signing off. Until next week at the State B, please have a good night and God bless.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, talk to State Farm agent Michael Lebron in Minot today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.